sponsored by BetterHelp.
I thought you were going to say hello. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of that One Piece Talk. My name is Seb.
Lawrence.
Lionel. And Larry. And this is that. Wait, what did he say? I forgot what he said after that.
And this is that One Piece Talk.
Where we talk One Piece. Woo, I suck at that. I can't do the opening. I don't know how he does that, man. That's on me. My fault, y'all. But as y'all can see, Larry is not with us today, so we're going to be holding it down for our boy. In his absence, he is vacationing right now, enjoying the sunny skies and the beautiful water and the beautiful women, hopefully, in Puerto Rico. So throw the Puerto Rican flag up for Larry in the chat, y'all. Mr. Worldwide, for real this time. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of people here today. Today we will be discussing chapter 11-13, titled Stalemate. The newest One Piece release, and it was a banger. I'll say that. It's got the community buzzing, the theorists running wild. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about it. Very interesting stuff, especially that ending there. But how was y'all's weekend? Let's start with Final.
It was cool.
It's cool. That's it. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Lawrence.
Good. I got to go to a really fancy gym that I like going to.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite gyms, but it's super far and it's crazy expensive. But I got a good workout there. Then went to a dinner afterwards.
Okay.
So
it's eating good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had what was it? One of the pantries. It was like Thai food, and it was duck basil.
Listen, duck be good if it's if it's cooked right.
Yeah,
it was good. It was very flavorful.
It was good. Is that spot worth it? Because I saw it on the chat.
Yeah,
it is worth it. Because I mean, we didn't put it.
The food was good.
You had like basil fried rice with duck.
It was. I didn't have fried rice. I had rice noodles though. It came with it. Rice noodles, broccoli, but the duck was flavorful. So duck basil.
I had an amazing weekend. The Knicks won to take a commanding 3-1 lead over the 76ers. For all my Philly fans in chat, y'all was talking all that ish last Monday. Alright? Knicks up. 3-1. Shout out to Brunson. Alright? But I also went to Utah last week. So Utah's beautiful. I don't know if anybody in the chat is from Utah. I went to Salt Lake. I put my feet in the water. It's really salty. But I had a lot of fun. It's beautiful out there. The mountains, the ranges, it's the scenery. You go to Walmart and it's like a landscape background. Just it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you take pictures?
I took pictures, yeah. I ain't sending them to you though.
I know that.
Is this close enough? Oh, it's not.
You're shaking the whole table, bro.
My fault. But we will be going through the chapter. Shortly, we'll be going through super chats, and we'll be trying to get to calls if we can get through all of the conversation for the chapter in time. We should be able to, considering Larry's not here to yap our ears off. But I do want to say what's up to the chat before we get started. So, what's up, Teabag? I see you, Twilight, Straw Hat. Larry's in the chat. What up, Larry? Warsame, Trev, Toby, Adrian Salinas, Ramon, Zoro the Joy Boy. I found the One Piece, Mr. Veg, Rhett Pressler, Off-Brand, Mugiwara Gambit, Blake J, JJ, Ramon, Ifrit, Cliff Temple, Broanoa Zorlo, Carlos Christopher, Mick DeArnolds, Sir Korn, David Arias, Yops, Iceball, just so many. Austin Hart, Sedgefield, Weber Say Nyaya, Gandhi Usopp, Tyler Muller, Great Son, Chef X, Bama King, Bobbert, Winston, Young Tokyo, Andrew Miller, Skylands, Adam Luna, Trey, Josh, Phil Papas, Honcho Shogun, Christian Reese, just so many y'all. Kramer 88. Appreciate all y'all being here. Please like this stream if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And bear with me, y'all. Larry not here, so I got to handle a lot of this off the cuff here. But But yeah, I'll get into some super chats now. In the meantime, before we get into the chapter itself, our first super chat is a $24 super chat from Adrian Selfija. It's in Albanian. I gotta hit Viv up. I don't know what this is. Preshendetje from Kosovo. Zoro is Albanian with a bunch of Albanian flags. Hey man, I got a friend who's ABI, so we appreciate the support. Another subscription to Nakama status from Travis Schneider. Welcome. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama.
Welcome.
Another 5 from JD Cervantes. It says, "Sup guys, glad to catch the live with my fave book club." Thank you so much, JD.
Thank you.
Another 20-month membership to Yonko status from our guy James Hudson. Pig, we missed you, bro. It says, hashtag Larry has bad takes, hashtag Sims for Seb, hashtag Lionel isn't real, hashtag Law has a cult. Larry's not here, man. No bad takes for you today.
I thought
James.
we stopped that.
I don't think so. Another 5 Canadian from Skylance. It says, "Yo, Lawrence, what do you bench from your mouth? Zoro numbers or Usopp numbers?"
From my mouth is wild. That's crazy. That sounds crazy.
Sky, what the hell kind of question is that?
I don't even know how to answer that question. But I always think of like what Burris's answer that from that short that they edited. It's like, I lift planets. I lift galaxies. I lift. I'm not gonna finish it, but yeah.
Oh man. Another 6 from Ben Lowry. It says, "Yo guys, do you think that Vegapunk hid the transponder cell in the Iron Giant since he can phase into anything? Into it. Hashtag the DDT is back. Hashtag shirts off for Shin. Hashtag holding it down." That is a good theory. I like it. We can get into that a little later. I didn't even think of that. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's a little obvious though.
Dang.
Like it's like walking and you fought it?
No.
Oh.
The spice from work. It's been traveling. Now I smell it here.
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
Lord. Yeah, that's Lord. It's this
I don't
weird
know.
spice.
I don't like that spice, man.
I don't know what y'all talking about. But I do think it's kind of weird for the Iron Giant to be the housing spot for it, considering it's like a giant, like it's mad noticeable, right? You'd want it to be inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like moving now. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Did the giant turn on right when Vegapunk started the pass, or no?
Nah, it was turned on before that.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We did get another 20 gifted memberships from our guy James Hudson, aka Pig. Pig, thank you so much, bro. For those of you who are receiving these memberships, please throw the Nakama fist in the chat for our guy Pig. Another $10 from Dale Thomas. It says, "Hey, big fan. Been wondering if all of Joy Boy's crew had the same Devil Fruits as the Straw Hats. Trying to see if you can either bring JD Legend or Tekking as a special guest. Hashtag Buggy Gang." Well, 1, thank you for the 10. 2, I wouldn't like that. I don't know about y'all about the Devil Fruit thing.
Wait, what
No.
was it?
You just don't pay attention.
No, I didn't. I got distracted.
We're not even sure if Drobo legit had a crew.
I'd like to think he did, and I'd like to think that some of the older names that we've heard of might have been his crew members. Maybe not Ryuma per se, but like Lily, you know. I'm blanking again on another name, but just some of the older figures that we've heard of from that era, right? Maybe the Iron Giant is his Frankie or something. Like I think that's been floating around in the past.
Zunisha's
is like Chopper, or you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of vibe with him having a crew and like it just being the legends of these islands that we've gone to in the past, but them all having the same Delph, that's too much. To me, that's too much.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I wouldn't like that because the same thing when we thought, like for example, if Luffy was too much like Roger,
Right.
It was like not the whole reincarnation.
Like it can be like you're mirroring somebody's stuff, but you want the person to have his own story.
Right.
You want the crew to have their own story. Like if Joy Boy's Zoro wanted to be the world's strongest swordsman 900 years, like that's not for me, bro. That's not for me. But plus, not all the crew has Devil Fruits.
Yeah.
So then you're like picking and choosing like these specific people had fruits. Like I don't know.
And to say like I said, not all of them have it, but the ones that do are the exact same.
But
It's like wow.
calling Joy Boy a pirate, or he just had a team? Because like Northern,
Yeah, who knows if they were even considered pirates back then?
because Northern had a crew and a team, and he was a pirate.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I can see it. I wouldn't like it. So, but as far as getting JD and Tekking on here, you got to hit them up in the YouTube comments, man. We've linked with JD a few times. I think Larry was on a stream with him on Shonen Showdown stream a month or two ago. We linked up with him at Anime NYC like 2 years ago. Cool dude. And I technically featured his laugh in one of my videos on 6F. So shout out to JD. Another 20 gifted memberships from Bonesaw 3 Ming. Thank you so much, Bonesaw.
Thank you.
Just like Pig, y'all throw the Nakama fist in the chat for our guy Bonesaw if you guys are receiving these memberships, and enjoy all the emojis that come with being a new member. Thank you so much. Another 50. Yo, you guys are going crazy. From Roy Stokes, it says, looking forward to the stream. As always, new chapter was great. Hope y'all are doing good. Hashtag top the goats. Hashtag like the stream. Yes, like the stream, please. Right now we're at 400 concurrent viewers, but only 136 likes. Please hit that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Another 10 from Spencer Jones. It says, how Luffy been without knowledge of the nature of his fruit and been saying gum gum before each attack. I've been told you only name the attack of the fruit when you absorb its powers equals Kaku. Is Kaku from Eni's Lobby. I don't want to say it's a plot inconsistency, but I don't think that's been the case with everyone who's eaten a devil fruit. I know we've only ever really seen Kaku and Khalifa, right? Nah, because I don't think the fruit like tells you the name of it. No, like it's you experience what's happening and then you create your own.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think one Shanks said you kind of explained a little bit what he because obviously Shanks didn't want Luffy to eat the fruit. So there's no Luffy, you ate it, you're not gonna be able to swim, and then kind of think that, and then also too, Luffy could kind of tell I'm like rubber or gum. So I think Luffy added because not everyone's saying that. Like we don't have law saying op no me to do his abilities.
It's really Luffy was really young when he ate the fruit, and there was no reason for him or anyone else to think it was anything beyond a rubber fruit when he ate it. Because, or maybe Shanks had prior knowledge, whatever, but Luffy himself, he ate the fruit and now I'm stretching. I'm rubbery.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I don't think there's anything deeper than that. What they were trying to portray with Kaku's messaging was that you won't know what the fruit is until you eat it.
Exactly.
Right? Mm-hmm. So like, it's not about, oh, now I have knowledge, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
And now I know.
Unless you did the research like back here.
Right.
For some people who studied and looked for certain fruits, because again, they've been around for so long. Yeah. So if you have that knowledge, you're going to know what fruit this is. Like Blackman knew what the darkness fruit is just by seeing it because he studied it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he knows what its capabilities are.
And it may be different because it was artificially created with Momo's fruit, but Momo ate, if you want to say Vegapunk created an exact copy of the dragon fruit, Momo ate and it wasn't given knowledge of like how to use it, what to do, of how he was just like, he was still kind of figuring out. He was like, all right, I can do this, but he thought he was like an Eeyore or whatever. Like, he was still trying to figure out his fruit. So it's not like a complete knowledge. We have no evidence that the fruits just give you this abundance of knowledge of the ability or how to use it itself.
There's going to be like a brain fruit that just does give you that. I guess Vegapunks would have been that. Yeah. We got another 12-month membership to Yonko status from our guy Project Iceman. What up, Ice? It says, hey guys, I think this is one of the few times I've ever seen a show without Larry. Yeah, he makes most of these, man. This chapter was a banger. Got a lot of thoughts and theories about it, and I'll probably super chat about it after the review. We're looking forward to it, man. We are. The community's been buzzing about this one, so I've been trying to stay away to keep my thoughts uninhibited, but it's an interesting one. Another 20 from T-Bro-Sidon. It says, it's your boy T-Breezy, a.k.a. Bankai Bart. I'm a father like Lawrence. My son Beckham Brody is 4 days old, and I'm on paternity leave, so I'm able to catch my first stream. Been a fan since episode 48. Hashtag like the stream. Hashtag where's meat meat. That it? You got that more? Well, thank you for being here for that long. Episode 48 is it's 101 episodes ago, which feels crazy. I don't feel like we've done 149 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm
Lionel.
I'm the wrong guy to ask, man. Don't be asking me.
I think somebody did the math, right? They calculated how many Lionel had been on. It was like, I don't want to get it. We don't got to do that. But thank you. That was 𝗍𝐵𝗀𝘀𝑖𝑑𝑒's first super chat. And congrats on your son.
Yes, congrats.
Congrats.
Another 2 from Off-Brand. It says, I think the signal is coming from Vegapunk's body.
I kind of did thought of that too. Like, you know, because that's like the last place you would really look. But I also thought if the body gets destroyed, like, you know, how? But I thought of that too.
I want to ask the chat, where do y'all think the signal's coming from? I'm going to put a poll up. We got a couple of decent answers so far. Iron Giant, Vegapunk's body, you know, 𝘚𝑠y, I think, is another one that people have used as a potential one. I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts. Vote up. And bear with me, y'all. Got a lot going here. All right. I gotta do like Larry and cut super chats at some point, right? We got another 2-month membership to Nakama status from Scooter Looter. It says, Marv looking cute as always. Huh? Could they see you earlier? I don't know. I don't think so. And then we got Mihawk is over Shanks. So Scooter, just do better. We got another 5 from Press Sadat. It says, sending some love. Rare I get to catch the live. So shout out to y'all and shout out to the homies in the Discord. Lakers in 7. Ah, man, I don't know about that one, bro.
You sure about that?
I don't know about that one. Put a ticket in, bro. Win some money if you can, because that would be nice. If anyone could do it, LeBron, right? LeBron could do it, I guess. He's like 40 now. I don't know. He's probably not doing it. Not if D'Lo be going 0 for 7. Shout out to Chris, though. Another 5 from True Liu. It says, having a blast going through the content y'all put out. Shouts outs to the biggest book club out there. Hashtag BBC. Hashtag Mihawk is a fraud. Mihawk's not a fraud, man. Yeah, I gotta chill. It's funny to troll Mihawk, but he's clearly strong. He's clearly strong. Another 5 from Kecker's Boy. It says, how do y'all feel if Laugh-Tale was the edge of the panel and you need Nika's power to fully do something there? The One Piece is the manga. I would hate it. That's a little too fourth wall for me.
Wait, what?
Like, the One Piece is like it's a manga. Like, it's the One Piece manga, and like you need, you know how Deadpool can enter the 4th dimension and like break, like 4th wall break. Yeah. You need Nika's power to break the 4th wall to read it.
Stop.
I'm good.
So that means the whole thing wasn't real then. It was just what, his imagination, like, or whose imagination is it?
That's stupid.
I mean,
yo, Mark, don't be telling our people their super chats is dumb, man. Gee.
I mean, Oda, I don't think Oda ever linked to breaking the 4th wall, like, or made reference to it, right, at all in his manga. Has he?
I don't think so.
Nah, right?
Luffy could do it now, I assume.
Because he's Team Luffy, yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel about it, but he could probably do it now. All right, I'm going to read super chats till 6:25 if there's still more, because we got to get to this chapter at some point. We got another 5 from, I don't know, Jai from Jai 2.0. It says, do you think the 5 elders are the people that were given eternity from the previous Opi users, and that's why they want the fruit so badly? By the way, love the pod. That's a common theory that's been going around for, I want to say, 10 years, 12 years, ever since the Gorosei basically started talking more in the show. Mm-hmm. I know I had my erection plan theory, which apparently is false this whole time. It kind of hurt my heart. One of my first theories, man. But I don't know. I mean, I can see it. I kind of like the idea that there's something else going on there. Because for them all to have gotten it means that they've passed that fruit to 5 different people and forced 5 different people to use it on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care for that. So I have a question. If somebody gets granted eternal life, right, and they don't have a devil fruit, and they eat the 𝗷𝗲𝗪𝗲, could you then use that technique on somebody else and grant them eternal life and not pass?
Good question.
Because why not?
But then that means,
Then that person would have the 𝗷𝗲𝗪𝗲 food forever.
you know, he's not saying that they did it now. He's saying that if
I'm saying,
someone
could
did
so say Law passed it to Zoro. Like he did that on Zoro, and then Zoro ate the fruit.
That would probably prevent.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? What's up?
I mean, nobody's gonna be.
I would hate it. I'm just saying. So far, there's nothing stopping somebody from doing that. Right
But
now.
we don't know the criteria else that the fruit can do to give that person eternal life.
I guess we need more information. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Got me thinking. Another 5 from Fell Winter Peak. It says, how do you guys believe the final war will go? I find it hard to believe if Luffy beats Akainu, the Gorosei, and Imu all in succession of each other. That is fair. I don't think Luffy beats the Gorosei, per se. I think Imu is his
Right.
challenge.
Yeah.
He'll have to have people pick up the slack to fight those others. It's like every other arc in One Piece. Luffy doesn't fight King, Queen, and Kaido.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gorosei, no. But Akainu, to me, I think it needs to be Luffy.
Yeah.
I think it's too personal. I'd hate it if it was Sabo. I know a lot of people have gravitated to the Sabo thing. Sabo doesn't even seemingly have anything going against the Marines themselves. Like, that's just not where his story has gone. It's been the world government, the Celestials. And now they've added the God's Knights. So
Yeah.
I don't see Sabo taking on the biggest, baddest Marine, even if they want to do the Ace revenge plot, which to me is just a big no. But as long as the Gorosei aren't a part of it, he might clash with one of them before, like how he clashed with Bluno or whatever before he fought Lucci. But like, it won't be I fought this dude tooth and nail, and then I fought this other dude tooth and nail, and then I fought this other dude tooth and nail.
Yeah.
If the Akainu thing happens, it'll happen, and then there'll be a small respite potentially, or whatever, and then it'll be like, okay, we have to progress onward.
Yeah, I also think them dealing with the Marines is going to be before the Great War, really. Because I think the world government is going to be the last stand in the world, the Great War, with the pirates and all of them. Where the Marines are either going to be... Because there's got to be a way you got to separate the Marines from the world government. Because they keep kind of hinting that the Vegapunk said it, and then even the World Revolutionary said it too, is that there's still some good Marines in there. Right, and also they kind of value what the Marines kind of bring, the protection of the people and the sense of justice of fighting against evil, because not all pirates are good. Most of the pirates are relatively bad. There's only like a handful that are actually good, right? So there's the Marines in place to protect order and have established laws. That's a good point. But the ones who are making those laws is the world government. That needs to be changed. So I feel like that issue with the Marines is going to be resolved first, then the world government with 𝗵, the Gorosei, and all that.
I'm saying, do you think the Marines might end up joining the Straw Hat side or their side and fighting against the government?
I think there will be a faction, the Kobe-led faction, Sword or whatever. There'll be a faction. I do think, I've argued this on Discord so many times now, if we have a heel turn from Akainu where he's like a good guy, like I'm not with that. And I love Akainu. He needs to get beat down.
Yeah.
There's some people we don't need to redeem them. Like Dofi could be redeemed, I guess, but like he got beat down already first.
Yeah.
He got beat and sent to jail first. And I still don't want to see him redeemed. So like I'm all the way good on the Marines just go, nah, the world government was wrong. They still need to be on the world government side. Yeah. Whatever Vegapunk says, whatever happens here, I still need the Marines to be the Marines in this thing. Personally.
How would y'all feel though? Like everyone's thinking Luffy and is thinking Sabo, right? But what if to take over the Marines, right? Kobe takes out Akainu.
Oh my god!
Because Kobe wants to become Fleet Admiral, right? like Kobe wants to become Fleet Admiral, and he takes out Akainu to become Fleet Admiral.
Listen, I know I joke about this a lot. There's not a lot that could happen that would make me drop the series. Kobe taking Akainu out gotta be out there.
Yeah.
Gotta be up there. It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be.
Honestly.
That's like top 5 droppable offenses.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's literally like.
Oh, that was different.
See, because they built certain things up. Like, we already know. That's like, all right, Luffy, we're expecting Luffy to fight Akainu. We're expecting Luffy to fight Blackbeard. Then someone out of nowhere comes out of nowhere who's been somewhere who should be fighting these people and beats them, just like, what are we waiting for? So it's like, all right, Shiryu comes and beats Mihawk. Like, what are we doing? Like, what do we watch this for? Like, why do we wait for so much?
Honestly, it wouldn't bother me that much.
See, yeah, I knew it because
we moving on.
Yeah, because
bro. We moving on. Lord, he just lied.
Yeah,
he just straight up lied.
What are you talking about? It wouldn't bother me.
All right, I'm gonna read like 2 more super chats and then we out. We got 5 from DeMarcus Jeans. It says, "Yo boys, who do from the start raw hat will grow and becomes emperor of the sea?" I have no idea what that means.
Wait.
I think DeMarcus drunk, bro. That's all I can say about that.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Maybe who will be inherited the straw hat like after this and
crew?
become a. I don't know, bro. DeMarcus, I'm sorry, but I couldn't understand what you were saying, bro. My bad. We got another 10 gifted memberships from Firearms. Thank you so much, Firearms. Please throw the Nakama fist up for our guy Fire. Appreciate you and appreciate all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. And then finally, we got 10 from Life with Anime Podcast. It says, "You're live looking so much better without a certain someone around. Time to step it up, fellas. Show them y'all don't need them. Hashtag down with Mr. Worldwide. Hashtag Larry Trash Takes. Hashtag Seb Supremacy. Hashtag Twin Takeover."
What is going on?
Oh, man. Well, thank you so much, either Joe or Preston. That's probably Preston. No, it's probably Joe. It's probably Joe. For that, if y'all haven't already, please subscribe to Life with Anime Podcast. They are super dope. They host us all the time. And we're going to be linking with them to go to MomoCon later this month or next month. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're super dope. They put out dope content. They just dropped a video on how them two met. I haven't been able to tap in. I was busy working. I plan on watching it when I get back later tonight. But please subscribe to Life with Anime Podcast. We have a super cool collab me and Larry did with them a couple weeks back. So enjoy that. But all right, let's get into the cover story. All right. And we'll get back to you guys' super chats organically. I promise. Right. We have a color spread based on a reader request by a man who loves Yamato. We see Robin playing chess with all the Straw Hats assigned as pieces on the chessboard. What did you guys think of this color spread? And we'll start with Lionel.
I thought it was funny that he said he loved Yamato, but Yamato's not even in this cover.
Because he asked him to draw all the Straw Hats as chess pieces. And she ain't one.
A chess piece? Oh, a straw hat. Okay.
She is a chess piece.
Okay. But yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked the cover spread. Honestly, I thought it was pretty dope. It reminded me of actually remember Mortal Kombat chest?
Oh, yeah! I thought of the same thing.
I really thought of this.
Man.
They made a One Piece chest like that?
Suck at that game, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't care for Mortal Kombat, but I really liked the Mortal Kombat chest. That was fire. That was dope. And if they did something with One Piece, I thought that would be pretty cool.
Deception top one.
The other thing is, I find it interesting that, I don't know if Oda messed up, but he drew Zolo's blade, the color, the cursed one, as if it was Shishui.
Oh, yeah?
Because if you look at it, this is the cursed blade, but even though the anime gives it that red-looking color, kind of like the reddish purple-looking color, they don't really have that in the actual manga. But the way it looks like Shishui. Because if you look at other manga panels of the cursed blade, it does not look like that when it's blackened. I wonder if that, like, Oda was doing something or it was a mistake.
Oda be drunk, bro.
Yeah. But I thought that was interesting. I don't know. I thought maybe it's hinting something with Zolo's blades.
Which one of them is supposed to be Emma?
Emma?
The one in his left hand or right?
Well, we know it has to be this one because we know the white one is always in his mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Emma's on his right hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Zolo always carries Emma in his right hand. I noticed that. Like, I'm not saying always, but majority
Oda messed up, bro. Emma too small. I'll never get over that, bro. He should have said it was a short blade or something.
Sure,
whatever.
man.
Yeah.
You're still on that?
I mean, it's
Yes.
Well, I mean, think
Odin is like a
honestly, I
humongous
was,
person.
no, but I was thinking on this, right? But not like that guy made a humongous sword though, because not like Odin's wielding it.
But when Odin is wielding it, it's not like he's like holding a dagger. You know what I'm
Odin
saying?
is huge, but he's not that huge. For it to be a dagger is crazy.
Bro.
But no, I get what you mean. But I'm talking about the guy who made the sword. It's not like he made a giant sword for Odin. He just made a sword.
Yeah, but it looks like normal aspect
I know.
ratio when he's holding it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
I mean, I don't think it'll be that big.
Yeah, I don't think
That's what it would be.
No, would it, bro? I don't
Alright.
think so. I don't know. I could be wrong. My
I think it'll be
perception's
more.
pretty
It'll
bad.
look more like the second sword that they have, like the short thing. It'll look more like. It will look more like that for Odin.
That's what you got on the chapter cover?
I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Law?
I don't have much.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I like the color spread. I like the colors and how they did everything. The theme of like chess and everything, right? And I thought one thing I wanted to add, I thought it was interesting, like why Robin has them as chess pieces. They made me think of a wild plot twist. Imagine Robin was like running game on them the entire time.
I need somebody to get me to these Poneglyphs.
Yeah, word. I thought like she just using them as like these are my chess pieces. These are my pawns in a way.
That's
like
wild, bro.
like she was actually scheming from the get. I doubt it, but it just made me think of that because
Can't trust these women.
stupid, right? It's like she was just running game on the entire time. But I thought it was funny because like each one their obviously it means nothing, but I thought it was funny like each of their pieces like Luffy's the king. Sanji and Zoro is the knight pieces. Jinbei and Frankie are the rook pieces. Brook and Usopp are the bishops, and Chopper's the pawn, and Nami is the queen. Right? The most powerful piece on the board is Nami, the queen.
Yeah. I loved it.
All right.
I loved it. Crew dynamic.
Right, but they always be gag wise. Nami's like the strongest person in the crew, like gag wise, because she'd be beating up Luffy and hitting Zoro and all that stuff. And Sanji just like a simp for her, right? But I thought it was interesting how Luffy, right, is like you think he's gonna be king of the pirates. He represents the king piece most likely, right? Why not? But you think about it, the king piece is the most vulnerable and the most limited person on the board.
It's funny you say that because Oda even says the king piece is a fighting piece. On the top left. Because you know damn well, Luffy not just sitting back, letting them all fight. Nah. Bro.
Exactly. Like as I was thinking, it was so the king piece is actually so opposite of Luffy. You're able to move one space in any direction, yes, but one space at a time, and you're completely vulnerable to weakness. You're almost like not exactly a pawn, but because the pawn can only move forward. But
You know what this is? You know, Larry must have loved this because this color spread reaffirms his Nami the real captain. Because to what you say, Luffy would be the queen. He can do everything.
yeah,
If they were playing chess, how they would play, Luffy would be the queen, Nami would be the king.
yeah.
It's true.
But we all know that's like not real because Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbei are not following Nami. They would help her, but they're not taking orders from her. Like
Depends on what the scenario is. The crew dynamic is the crew dynamic.
I want to ask you guys, because Robin is not at peace. What piece would she be?
The finest piece.
she would be in this. She'll be another queen.
So whatever that is.
She could be.
I think it works perfect as it is.
Yeah.
I can't picture her, like all of them fit their roles. Like Lawrence talked about, like Brook and Usopp are the rooks. Like Jinbei and Frankie are the castle. Like I'll just give my 2 cents on this. To me, the most interesting, not the most interesting, but the funniest thing I got from this was Oda just tripling down because, as always, this is the monster trio, bro. Okay? Luffy the king, Zoro and Sanji his knights.
Yeah.
All right? Jinbei in the back, bro. Like, I'm not trying. Like,
chilling.
he in the back with Frankie. He a castle, bro.
Sebastian,
They
I'm
the
saying
big
right now,
boys. They
but
still
those are
strong
rooks.
pieces.
No, those are
The
rooks.
rooks, yeah. The rooks. Wait, yeah, and then Usopp and
Our bishops.
yeah. They the castle, man. They the big boys. They the tanks. They all that, but they not the knights, bro.
I'm saying right now though, but
not
moving
the-
wise, if you go by the pieces, the rooks are 5 points, like and are considered, and the knights are actually lowered. They're 3 points.
Hey, man.
And
it's the symbolism.
And the rooks are able to move more freely than the knights.
It's the symbolism.
The knights only move in an L shape.
It's crazy.
It's the symbolism.
Okay. All right. Just saying, bro.
I did like Nami being the queen, and I was gonna ask y'all who y'all think will be the best chess player. in the Straw Hats. But I
clearly
think it's
Robin.
clearly Robin.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would beat her.
I think Brooke could give her a run for her money.
She could cheat too.
Jimmy and Sanji too, I think.
Ain't nobody beating Robin in chess.
I know that, but Jinbei, because he's a tactician.
We didn't bring it up. I did want to show Chopper some love. One, all the fits were dope to me. Him as a pawn, even if he got the short end of the stick as the pawn. The one change I might have made was I would have different forms of Chopper maybe,
Yeah.
or maybe one of
But
them
they
got
would've-
kinged or knighted. You know what I mean?
But they would have looked too much like other pieces if they weren't
Yeah,
that small.
that's fair.
'Cause, yeah.
But hey, man, Monster Trio forever.
I think there's a new monster trio, man. Because Luffy's the king, you know what I'm saying? He's not. He's different.
But let's get back to Super Chats. We got another 5 from True Lou. It says, how do y'all think Perona and Buggy's awakenings would be if it happens? Perona's one of my least favorite characters in the series. Bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like thinking about her, so I'll pass that to y'all.
So you don't like
She reminds me of Brit, bro.
I
You see it, right?
I know that could you mean. I thought that's
Hold on. Nah, bro. Get her out of here. Get her all the way out of here, bro.
Okay.
Anyway,
Perona's
Awakening.
I don't even Buggy and Perona's awakening. I feel like it would be too easy just to say that you know how Buggy chops up himself, he's able to chop up others, but then that's too much like laws, you know. But like, I don't know. And you chopping up other things, it's like, again, laws. You know what I'm saying? I think there's got to be more to it. The Buggy's in that way, and then Perona's. I'm not gonna say it would affect your will, because you know she could kind of lower, like your view of yourself in a way.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not gonna say awaken. She could actually weaken your will. I don't know about that because that sounds. Because
I thought it sounded more ridiculous. Like she could take it away.
take away your will.
Yeah. Like
You just
she could, like the negative could take your hockey or your willpower weight and out of your body.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but that'd be too old.
Like the ghost or whatever she just goes through and just grabs your will and you're just running away with it.
Yeah.
You gotta go track down that.
And
main
she could
thing.
put that with like the whole Blackberry thing. She could put it inside herself and takes people's wills away.
That would be crazy. She
That
just
would be kinda crazy.
If she starts strengthening herself with her other people's will that she takes from them, it's almost like Moria is in the shadows. Except I'm taking your will. You know, like instead of taking your strength, I'm taking your will, so I'm increasing my hockey. That would be a dope ability if she's able to do
Be
that.
fake, but
Yeah.
Buggies. Yeah, I have no idea, bro.
They said Buggy can split atoms. I'm with it. We got another 5 from PP McGee. It says, if Aang was in OP, what would his role be? Hashtag Bo Nix we trust. Come on, bro. Hashtag what are the Falcons doing? Hashtag Nuggets championships. Nuggets champs. Hashtag Magellan top 3.
I think he'd be a Marine in all honesty.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Nah, he wouldn't
Aang?
vibe with the. He wouldn't vibe with what they were doing. Once he learned the truth, he's not vibing.
Wait,
with
is
that.
he like still the Avatar and everything?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
assuming he has all his
Honestly,
abilities.
he would probably try to do the same thing he's trying to do in his world. Try to bring peace between the
He
world.
gonna fail.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm telling you that right now. Ain't failing. Another 10 from Cuban D Law says, been watching y'all for about a year. Y'all are the GOATs. Thank you. Hashtag Larry's takes are goated. Hashtag Stussy for Straw Hat. Hashtag like the stream. Stussy not gonna be a crew member.
She not.
I love her, but chill out. Another 9-month membership to Nakama status from our guy Mike Super 17. It says, law like H&R, give me 500. Hashtag Brunson look like a pop.
What? I'm so confused. I'm like HR. Give me 5. I don't even know what that means. But
H&R Block, you need your money because you're claiming kids. I know how to speak, Mike. I got you, Mike. I got you. I got you. Another 5 from DeMarcus. It says, who do y'all think the Straw Hat crew will grow and become Yonkos? Okay, from the Straw Hat crew will grow and become Yonkos. Thank you for clarifying. I'm sorry you had to super chat twice. No one.
yeah, I don't think
Yonko level, Zoro. But Yonkos themselves, not a soul.
the only one I can picture still like. I'm not gonna say he would be a pirate because he didn't want to be a pirate or was trying to be a pirate in the first place. The only one that continued like in the game after Luffy's gone is Zoro. Jinbei's retiring. I think everyone's retiring. Zoro is because he's trying to be the world greatest swimmers. He was the only one that could continue like scrapped.
Usopp in a way that Buggy became a Yonko. Where it's like, yo, you was on that crew, like you're the sniper guy.
I can see
you
that.
know, like the lore is there.
I'm finally gonna be a brave warrior of the sea. No, I know I'm actually a brave warrior of the sea now, so I'm doing my own thing. Nah, he not doing it, bro, because he gotta protect himself. And
Yeah. Another 10 from Mama Kid. It says, "What's good, y'all? Oda's def been cooking with these chapters. Hype to hear y'all thoughts. Fire. My question is, do you guys think if Blackbeard sent Kuzan to get Pluton from Wano alone, would he be able to pull it off?" Ooh. Well, almost nobody can really compete with him but Yamato. So, Yamato plus the Scabbards, could they beat Aokiji? I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. I think Aokiji got it.
Yeah.
like, because the Blackbeard has his entire crew, and no,
he's saying Aokiji Dolo
Aokiji Dolo against
the Scabbards and Yamato, essentially, or all of Wano, I guess. But yeah,
it's like Green Bull showing up, but this time like a stronger version. Cause I believe Aokiji's stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got Aokiji.
It'd be interesting
right now.
because I'm thinking, would Monosuke tell Yamato like to not fight again? And
No,
back-
hell no.
No, he's not.
He would be tripping. I think Aokiji got it.
Yeah.
We got another
Yeah.
2 from Life with Anime. It says, "When's Marv getting a camera?"
He had it on the raid.
Oh man, we got another 5 from Nico Trey. It says, "I know Sebi was punching the air after reading this chapter. Hashtag Fishman up. Hashtag Emu Gang. Hashtag Mr. Worldwide." I loved this chapter. It was cool to me. I can't wait to get to it. We keep getting stuck on these super chats. Another 5 from Cian Bacon 50. Do you think it's odd that Vegapunk hasn't talked about giving a clone 2 Devil Fruits like Blackbeard? Oh, they're not trying to break the series too much. He already got Lunarian clones getting Devil Fruits. We've seen, bro.
He probably could have gave one of the S's 2 abilities.
The only one I can see giving 2 billion is maybe Kuma's, but thinking of why.
Because he can, like, suppress it or something?
What?
If they're
giving two fruits to one of his seraphim would be Kuma, but I'm thinking why though? Like why would he give?
Plus, I don't know how many Devil Fruits he just has access to be given away.
Yeah.
Like, to be implementing into people. I guess everybody who's been locked up and impelled down, I suppose. Another 2 from Digital Keb. It says, "Sanji needs to be locked up. Hashtag protect the kids." Another 5 from Spencer Jones. "When Duval called Sanji Young Master was yet another foreshadowing of him being royalty." Yeah, it was. Another 5 CHF, I'm not sure what that is, from Kitsito Denarius. It says, "I think signals comes from a satellite, since we kind of know Vegapunk went to space from the NL cover story, the space pirate Jolly Roger." Did NL go to space? I mean, did Vegapunk go to space? I don't think Vegapunk went.
you said from how you know from where?
From the cover story you're talking about? Because that wasn't Vegapunk.
Maybe you're thinking of the super long head guy. I don't think Vegapunk went to space.
See, I made me think, when you guys said this, it made me think of remember when Vegapunk was like warping, like at one point, and he got stuck, and that's how Luffy and them found him.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know where he was warping to. What if he put it somewhere over where he warped to? Like, so nobody could find the signal.
All right, I'm gonna read like 3 more super chats, and then we'll get into the chapter, y'all. Another 10 BGN from Hassan. "Yo, sending my love from all the way from Bulgaria. I really love you guys, watching you guys. So my question is, when are we going to see you cosplay again? Hashtag Larry for Blackbeard. Hashtag Seb for Arlong. Hashtag Laura for Ivankov. Will never happen. Hashtag Lionel for Lawrence."
So they want me to grow a beard? That's the other job.
And wear my shades. Give respect.
I could see myself being Blackbeard. I don't know about Arlong.
He's hilarious, Blackbeard. That's crazy.
That'd be funny. Another 5 from Maddie S. "Live from New York City. Always tuned in, but this is my first live. I've been a book club member for a while. Love what y'all doing. Hashtag stop bodying Usopp. Hashtag Knicks tape." Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. More Knicks fans in here, man. Yeah.
I'm glad you did that to that and not the Usopp thing.
Another 2 from Mike Super 17. Yo, Seb, read faster. LOL. Marv, let me live. #pick up. And we got another Warlord subscription from St. Louis. All right, we will get to the super chats again after you read a couple into the chapter a little bit. But we do need to start at some point. But all right, so this week's chapter is called Stalemate. It opens up with a view of punk records. St. Mars says out loud to himself, the greatest brain in the world, Vegapunk. The Stella says, his coffee isn't even cold yet, but it's time to start the show. Shaka says there's still 30 seconds left. Pythagoras mentions he's nervous for this to go out to the world. St. Mars watches on and questions what he's seeing is even Vegapunk. Then we get the visual of what shocked St. Mars when he walked into the room. It's Vegapunk's actual brain. It's colossal, and it's within a tank connected to all sorts of tubes. St. Mars then says, what is death exactly? Where do our ideas truly reside? We then hear one of Vegapunks say that this video will one day connect the entire world. It will mean knowing and the discomfort of being known. What do you guys think of this opening to the chapter? And we'll start with Lawrence.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was crazy how big Vegapunk's head got because of his brain storing so much knowledge. But I have to say, because it's running on the whole thing where it's just gaining more knowledge, so it's going bigger and bigger and bigger. But I have to say this, though, that there's no physical limit to the number of memories we can store in our brains, right? And the brain was created for never run out of storage capacity. Memory capacity is to put into numbers wise is for example, over 2.5 billion gigabytes. You know, so it won't ever need to increase the size no matter how much information we learn. So I know Oda's playing on that one, but our human brains were created amazingly that we can never actually fill it up where you need more storage, where you need to grow in size to expand because of how much we're learning. The brain is not really like that. So I saw that Oda playing on this idea, but our brains are actually any big megabyte computer you could think of, our brains surpass that by there's not even comparison, right? And I actually thought of one thing I wanted to add. What if you see what Vegapunk did here, how smart he is able to separate his head and his brain away from his own body through an antenna, right? So obviously I kind of feel and even the way the _ʍ, remember he looked at this? Because you think about, I didn't see any grudge or animosity towards Vegapunk when he viewed it. Looking at his face, he was like, is this you, Vegapunk? It kind of seemed more of not necessarily a friend.
He seemed not even just impressed. It was more like, yo, you really did this to yourself.
Yeah.
Or felt the need to do this.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of not a sorry, but what you had to get, what you had to go through. But I didn't see any animosity towards that, right? So now it made me think of how you probably wouldn't destroy this because you kind of need all this information. This would be a good spot to actually hide the transmitter. And around this brain or inside the brain thing. We use that as a decoy, the one right in front of it, but to hide it right here because if because I'm pretty sure the world government knows that he separated it, but they didn't know the extent of how much, right? Because they obviously seen him, right? So it's now they see this, but now you need this mass information because I'm pretty sure if you destroy this, I think this kind of takes out all the satellites, you know? So if you want to take out all the satellites, you instead of just kicking one by one, just destroy the big brain. But so to me, it's this would be a good hiding spot to hide because this whole brain is kind of running all of Vegapunk records, the information of Mother Flame, all the stuff that you need, right? So you kind of want to keep this here, but for yourself. So you're not going to destroy it. So this would be a good spot to me to hide it, where they wouldn't guess that you would put it here for the transmitter that's happening right now. Because in a way, it's coming from Vegapunk's mind, right? So yeah, I thought it would be a good spot to hide it.
Oh no, bro! I'd attacked it.
Destroy that brain.
Destroy the brain, man. Lionel?
I actually had some similar thoughts with Lawrence, honestly. Pretty much, it's crazy how big Vegapunk's head is. For him to survive, I think he had to do this.
Yeah.
Because his physical body cannot
Support it.
Support that weight, you know. of his head.
His neck would have snapped.
Yeah, and he would have died. I mean, he would have passed. Right. But it is crazy how. Again, I'm trying to think: is this from the Ohara incident? Because remember, they had all those books in a pool. Mm-hmm. Did his head get this big because he read all that information, or this is from something else?
I think
over time,
it's that plus all the stuff, the other thing he was learning.
Because we know when we saw him in with Dragon. Wait, hold on, I could be wrong. When he mentioned pretty much that they got the books, did he already read it already, or no, not yet? When he met Dragon, they were talking.
No, he didn't read it yet.
He didn't read it. Right?
He didn't read it.
He just met the Dragon's taking it, so.
So yeah, so I think probably thinks like, because there was a pool of books, nearest like taking him away. I think since he read it and knows all the history now, I think his head got that big, and to me it's just crazy how much he knows and understands, and like, to me I feel also sort of if the 𝗏𝗄 were smart, honestly, I mean not smart, but does 𝗬𝐵𝐴 have Kuma's ability?
Yeah.
He does. Because I just thought of like they could legit if they knew order
Just order 𝗬𝐵𝐴 to take the memories out.
Yeah, or take the memories and they could figure out where the what does Vegapunk know, and where is the signal at? Because I don't know if they could do that because I don't think they understand or know that knowledge. Because I know they had the spy cam in their building.
I think even in general, like unless like you're out here trying to make sure that York is on your side or whatever.
Yeah.
F York. Just call 𝗬𝐵𝐴 and be like,
yeah, they probably don't know he could do that. There's no way they would know he could do that.
But the thing is, not even York is even thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Doing that.
Lionel's smarter than Vegapunk, man.
I mean, I just thought, but yeah. Wait, how far did you go?
It's really just those first two pages. And not even the whole first two pages, just the big ones.
But yeah, we'll stop for now. Let you talk.
All right. I thought the panel was really dope.
Yeah.
I was slightly disappointed because I wanted it to, like, when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be his brain, like his actual brain.
Oh, out of his
like
skull?
I wanted to see a brain and some liquid. Like it's in liquid. Like like we've seen this before, right? Like the brain being housed in a liquid concoction in tubes. Like I've seen that. This is Oda's version of that. I wanted to see the biggest brain of all time inside one of those tubes when I was like, oh, okay. But it looks dope. It reminded me of like Zola for whatever reason. Like from what's that dude from Marvel? MODOK from Marvel.
Yeah.
His brain is just housed somewhere else.
Kind of reminded me of the guy from Ninja Turtles, but
yeah, I thought of that too.
Yeah. Is it me? But yeah, in general, like I thought it was cool. I actually did like the TCB translation a little bit better from what Mars said. Like it said, then again, what is death to something like this? Is your consciousness even housed here? I liked that piece of it better than how Stephen Paul and them did it. But we all have our preferences. I didn't have too much. The Vegapunk coffee thing made me laugh again.
Yeah.
It doesn't always make me laugh, but it made me laugh a few times this time. So, but yeah, I didn't have anything crazy beyond that. I just thought it looked really cool. And this is Oda's version of something, like a trope we've seen in comic books and movies and things before. It looked dope. I do wish we got raw brain. All right? Because what is his skin, bro? What is his hair? What is that?
Actually, I started thinking.
What is that?
I also thought of like just now, because I think we may have had this conversation bringing up Vegapunk cloning himself and doing the green blood of his own Seraphim on himself.
Vegapunk Seraphim.
Yeah, Vegapunk Seraphim with the green blood.
Why would you make
with the knowledge of this? Like
a slave version of yourself.
But not like, but not you. But the chip doesn't apply to.
Yeah, you don't. You give yourself the chip. You give yourself the freedom as of like either 𝘚𝐶𝐾 or what your satellites kind of have. But you give them also the power of the S's. 𝑠HAWK or 𝗬𝐵𝐴 or one of those. Because that's what he should have did.
I mean, it doesn't have to be green blood because I'm thinking, does 𝘚𝐶𝐾 have green blood?
I don't think so.
No. Because
she was made years ago.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting that she has an ability, but Why is she different than a Seraphim?
Because she cute. Right. Let's tackle some super chats and then get back to the chapter. So, where did we leave off? We got 5 from ZCF Inc. It says, another day, another chapter, Dragon ain't doing nothing. I better be smoking on that Dragon pack by the end of One Piece. Hashtag #FDragon, hashtag Shanks is a villain. My man is on demon time today, but I'm with it. Well, not the Shanks is a villain. We got another 20 from St. Louis. It says, you're so glad to be here. I started by seeing Larry's terrible takes on IG, and after listening to one episode, I realized it was clickbait. I'm happy I saw through it. Hashtag be nicer to the twins. Hashtag Jinbei justice. I'm here to tell you right now, St. Louis, it's not clickbait. I know Larry personally. These are his genuine thoughts. He's just off his rocker a lot. But I'm serious. Larry doesn't cap for clicks. He just don't be knowing what the fuck he talking about sometimes, bro. It's true. But that's interesting. So, yeah. Another 5 from, I don't know. It says, if there were to be a One Piece fighting game, how would you think it Straw Hats would play like, and who should it be in it finally made alive? Hashtag love the best.
Thank you.
I know you're looking at me.
I am looking at you. You're the fighting game guy.
Yeah, Lionel could create his own One Piece game. It'll probably be the greatest One Piece game you'll ever play.
But they don't have my vision, so I don't know.
I don't care for a One Piece fighting game. I just want One Piece Pirate Warriors Empires, where I can create my own pirate crew, sail the seas, and become Pirate King, or be a Marine.
But that's a One Piece
That's
fighting
what.
game.
Yeah, that's One Piece. And
But that's
what,
not a fighting game. That's a hack and slash game. It's different. They talking about fighting game like Street Fighter, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's different. That is different.
I mean, I still have my vision. But honestly, I would bring it. It's just going to take the whole podcast. I'm going to be ranting. I ain't going to.
We got another 20 from Tiny Guy. It says, hear me out. Sparkling Zero, but One Piece. I can play as Gaimon.
What's Sparkling Zero?
I don't even know. I'd have to look it up. But,
Sparkling Zero. I think it's that new Dragon Ball Z game.
oh, I mean, the range on that looked pretty cool. Yeah. I saw that. That looked pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge fan of the newer Dragon Ball games, but like the stream, y'all. We had 720 viewers, but only 283 likes. Larry not here. Y'all don't like us? That's crazy. That's crazy. Another 10 from our guy, Mr. Music Major from the One Piece podcast, Life with Anime podcast, a.k.a. Preston. It says, just want to push the kid agenda. Bruh, it's over. You gotta let kid do something first. Gotta let him do something first. Another 3-month document status from Hunch and D Hoes. It says, I see Larry is cosplaying Lionel. What? What'd you say? Was you wildin'? Maybe he was wildin'. Or maybe just where you're sitting.
Oh, yeah.
We got another 50 from John Paul. It says, I'm an Overwatch YouTuber starting a One Piece channel next week. Can I pay you guys a few hundred to live critique my first few videos? If so, how can I contact you to set it up? I think you guys will find it very fun. You don't got to do that. You don't got to pay us to critique your stuff. But go for it. As Larry says, just go for it, man. Let us know the name of your channel or come into the Discord and let us I think there's a promote yourself channel on the Discord. Just at me there so that I could see it. And Larry's on vacation right now, so we could walk through what that'll look like. But you don't gotta pay us to review your stuff, bro. Just make dope content, man. It'll reach us for sure. Another 5 from Obelisk. It says, CGI so strong, Larry is covered. Another 5 from Needles. It says, I know it's dumb, but I imagine just a single Denden Mushi on top of the egg, just way up in the sky. He can just chill up there for the best reception. That's too simple. I feel like if that's all Vegapunk did, the Goro say trash, because he just get up there.
So simple he wouldn't look there.
I did. I'll get to it later. Another 10 from Kizito. It says, we see the old man from Karakuri Island, Vegapunk's home, and he's sending the cyborg Tontadas to space. There's a space pirate with a Vegapunk-esque Jolly Roger on his head digging for Burka. I still don't think that's proof that Vegapunk's been up there. But it's possible. Yeah. To me, that might be proof that somebody might have eaten Vegapunk's fruit in the past and been to space from like way back. Maybe I'm thinking too hard, and maybe it was just Vegapunk. I just don't think there's a Vegapunk lore of pirate crew in space right now. Like that's a little like we haven't gotten any of that on Egghead.
Like he didn't make any.
Like I got a crew up there, low key, but I don't know.
Wait, he's saying it from that Nels cover story?
I know what he's talking about. I don't think that's Vegapunk personally. Like there's other people that have large heads.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was large head in the way that.
I have to see it.
What's
gotta
his
see
name
it, 'cause
from
I think-
Wano had, or if it's large head like Vegapunk per se. It's been a while since I read that
I
cover
don't even
story.
remember seeing anyone that resembles Vegapunk.
It was just the head size. And to me, I think it was more like the guy from Wano with the long ears than it was Vegapunk. But I don't know. Vegapunk didn't exist back then, like visually. I didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got another 5 from Jimmy Hopkins. It says, "What up, fellas? Popping in with my weekly One Piece gas and cross-verse slander. Never forget how Ruden is physically stronger than Super Saiyan Vegeta."
What?
He's got math behind him, bro. Like, don't ever question Jimmy Hopkins, man. He's got math behind him. We got another 5 from Mohammed Lear. It says, "Yo, Law, to be honest, Sokka and Sanji low-key the same timid, fake Riz homewrecker. Sanji tried to get Dofi's viola. Live action Sokka tried to hook up with ugly Yui from the Love Rats. Yo, I haven't seen the live action Avatar yet.
Me
But-
neither.
Damn, they had you. What's her face was ugly? That's messed up.
I haven't seen the live action. This is all referring to live action Avatar?
I guess.
I keep hearing bad things, so I haven't taken the time to watch it.
I'm the worst with catching up on stuff, bro. I really am. All right. Larry trying to rush me. Shut up, Larry. I'll be all right, bro. We got this. Another 2 from Durantula33. Bang, bang, say it with me. Buggy Gang. Bang, bang, Buggy Gang, man. Never let it die. Another Yonko subscription from Poison No Odin. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Yonko. Another 2 months from Erica Amaya to Nakama status. It says Sanji gets a W and no Larry. Curious. We'll get into the Sanji stuff a little later. But we got another 5 from Johnny T. Katana. Where whack take Larry at? Hey, man, leave my brother alone.
Yeah, I can't recover that last day.
Yeah, leave Larry alone, bro. Another 5 from Slurpma. It says, "Have y'all heard the theory that Kid could be a 7th Vegapunk or Pride maybe, and how would y'all feel about that?" No.
No.
No, we've heard it. Somebody brought it up on the pod before. No.
He's kind of too stupid.
Yeah, it
He's
makes
not
no
another-
sense.
He's not another satellite.
It makes no sense for him to be salad.
Nah, bro. Another 10 from Poison No Odin. "Hey, y'all. Love you all. You've been making my Mondays more bearable for about a year now. I wish the Gorosei remained as menacing as they first seemed to be. They just seem to be regressing, in my opinion. Let Sanji kick you one time and now you're regressing."
Because Sanji.
That's crazy. No, I'm playing. Nah, I guess I can feel that. I still think they're menacing.
Yeah.
I just love the telecommunication that they have.
Yeah.
I think that's key. Like that'll be the first time that we've ever seen that as far as Straw Hat or opponents like that. They're super powered, overpowered, and they could communicate with each other telepathically. It's kind of wild. I'm looking forward to how that could play out in a group fight scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta wait till the climax of the arcs for them to really show out, I think, personally. But we'll see. Another 2 from JT. It says, "Yo, Lawrence, just a reminder, Virgo beating Pika with a heart."
What's up, JT? And Virgo has not proven that at all. So.
Okay. Another $1 from On Top Perron. But no super chat attached. So, Perrin, let us know your thoughts next time. All right. We will get into the next part of the chapter. All right. Next, we head over to Syrup Village and see Mary. He's listening in on Kaya and Usopp Pirates' conversation. They want to watch Vegapunk's transmission, but Kaya says she doesn't own one. Kaya mentions Vegapunk has such an influence on the world. The Usopp Pirates argue about it. Marines are listening in on Vegapunk's transmission. At Twin Capes, Crocus from Rogers Pirates sits outside of Laboon and listens in on the transponder snail. All at Karakuri Island, Vegapunk's homeland, we see people saying Vegapunk's their pride. We see Kitan's grandfather say, "It's been decades since I saw Vegapunk." Next, in Torino Kingdom, where Chopper was trained, the people on the island state that Vegapunk is the father of modern science, but most of his advances are used as weapons. At Hachinosu, some pirates are fighting regardless of the broadcast. Vegapunk asks everyone if they can hear him. We head back to Egghead. St. Mars realizes this transponder snail is just a regular one and not special. Vegapunk duped them again. St. Mars transforms his body into 𝗏𝗏𝘓𝗏 form and curses Vegapunk. Chakra reminds Stella that this isn't meant to be a two-way call. Stella yells out he knows that. Vegapunk's now ready. People all over the world are all excited and very curious to hear from such an important man. The 𝗁𝐴 use telepathy to reach St. Mars. They say that the message isn't stopping. Mars apologizes and says Vegapunk deceived them. He doesn't know what Vegapunk knows or what he's going to say, but York had said he carried on Ohara's research. The 𝗁𝐴 respond, so he refused to go out like Clover, hey? Does he mean to avenge Ohara's loss? What is it, Vegapunk? What did you guys think about this part of the chapter? And we'll start with Lionel.
Sorry. Honestly, I thought, why wouldn't Kaya have a...
Yo, me too!
I'm like, aren't you like a...
She's rich!
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I don't understand. But, okay. I thought it was dope again, going back to the world and seeing everybody's reaction. Because, again, like, everybody heard so much about Vegapunk. He's such a, a important figure in the One Piece world. And he's done so many great things. Like, people were... Like, even Berardi, like Full of Lead. I said it wrong. I haven't said it wrong, but Full of Lead. They're like trying to listen, even though they're fighting with each other and the island's crazy. But they're seeing, this porn guy's talking. We need to listen to it. Like, so it shows again how much of a big impact everybody knows who Vegapunk is. It was funny. I thought that they thought pretty much that Vegapunk is the one who caused that crazy incident, but it was Frankie the whole time. It was good seeing Crocus. Honestly, good seeing him because he doesn't make it. Again, it's crazy because he's one of the few people who knows the history with Roger Pirates, and he just incognito. Like, they're not going after him. Like, they don't even know if they know where he is. But he has a lot of information. Like the 𝗁𝐴 probably would go to him and try to take him out, or he knows something that the 𝗁𝐴 don't want him to know. Yeah, and he's just living his life, just chilling on a beach somewhere. So I thought that was pretty interesting too. At the same time, and him trying to listen to what Vegapunk was trying to say. I just thought it was funny that Chopper's place. Why does everybody look like that? Like, even the women. They all look.
What's wrong with that, bro?
They all look the same though. Like, you being on an island, everybody looks the same, like facial wise. Like, to me, I thought it was just funny. I thought it was kind of funny. I honestly don't really have that much with this, but I just thought it was pretty cool. I didn't really have a lot here. But yeah.
All right, Lawrence?
Yeah, honestly, I've always loved when Oda shows the world's reacting to this, because it shows that, like, people's action affects how it could affect, like, the world or a grand scale. And again, it's his world building, because he's been doing this since the beginning of the One Piece world, right? So I've always liked it because writing-wise, it's not just Luffy and his crew dealing with these situations or that one town they saved. The whole world is involved with certain actions. Not every action, but certain actions that take place in the One Piece world. So I've always liked the world that reacting towards it is showing that everything's involved or everything hears about it, everyone's connected, right? And you have, what's her name? Usopp's girl. Kaya, right? Because I remember she wanted to be a doctor, right, too? So, like, her mentioning, has an influence, that Vegapunk has an influence in the medicine world, too, right? Maybe you think back to, like, because, her dream, like, everyone has dreams, but even, I don't know if people thought that she was going to join the Straw Hats, but, like, cause she has a dream, she wants to be a doctor, similar to, like, Chopper. I'm not saying the greatest doctor, but she wants to be that, right? And then it also shows right here, like the world reacting, like even like I guess knowing who Vegapunk is, because I think what we understood, because we never seen him at the time until like now, the whole world knew who he was, but had they seen him, right? Because like I'm thinking like you already know how influential he is, but like because most people, what I understood what Robin said, most people heard stories. From what I heard, Robin said, because she's never seen him, that he was a man, right? When they saw Lilith, right? So, but now it's showing that no, everyone kind of knows him, not really well, but like everyone knows of him and kind of like has a familiarity with him, like where I seen him or something in that aspect. So I thought that was interesting because what I know of Vegapunk, he's just a doctor that mainly is allied with the world government that has like not really trapped, but he's just there. But it seemed like he's kind of impacted the world where everyone knows who he is, what he looks like, and his voice and everything, you know? So, and then I wanted to get into, I thought this was interesting, right? I forgot to mention, right? I already knew that the ☍𝑗𝑗 was going to be a decoy, right? But as I already knew it, like when we were talking about last chapter, we were talking about it, I was like, it's so obvious to me that it wasn't going to be the real one, right? But it's good to see that Vegapunk, in a way, because I like to say he learned from Clover's thing. He was like, all right, because he said it earlier, a few chapters ago, that he can foresee that he's going to eventually pass by the world government, right? He goes, but he said Ohara's will led up through Shaka, saying that Ohara's will, carried on, right? And then that also Clover was his friend, right? So now, what Clover failed to do, if they're gonna take me out, I gotta achieve, what Clover did, right? So I'm gonna share what Clover couldn't have. So if they're gonna take me out, I gotta have another way to do it. So like learning from that, in a way, from that experience or Clover situation, where like even if they take me out, I'm gonna make it hard, because even to the point where like not every satellite knows his information, can easily find this ☍𝑗𝑗 or whatever reason that he's has to broadcast it, right? York doesn't know where it is, and none of the other satellites are even mentioning it. So it could be just Vegapunk alone knows this knowledge of where it is. And to me, he's smart enough, because like if you're able to create synthetic abilities like fruits and all that stuff, why not even create your own ☍𝑗𝑗? Because if it can apparently be tracked, like sensed, to me it would be smart. Like, all right, these ones can be sensed, right? So I gotta create my own that one they can't sense.
Sensible?
As in, like, for example...
Is that possible?
Because, like, for example, we might not sensible, because the reason why they're able to get sensed is because they're actual snails. They're living things. But if you make one that's purely, technical, you wouldn't be able to sense that. You get what I'm saying? Right? If you create your own ☍𝑗𝑗 that's not a snail, they wouldn't be able to sense its voice or its life. So to me, that's what Vegapunk also could have did. He could have hid it somewhere and just put it where like they wouldn't be able to easily track it, because it's not like the other ☍𝑗𝑗s. But yeah. That's all I have to say.
All right. I didn't have too much on this chapter. I did think it was interesting to see, like I always like Warren said, when we have all the jump arounds to different locations and they're listening in. I think that's cool. Like I can't remember the last time we saw the island chopper trained on, so it was cool to see them, even if Lana was hating earlier.
It's weird, bro.
Kaya and the Usopp pirates, I was never a huge fan of Usopp's little crew, I'll be honest with you. But it was cool to see them. Like I was like, oh, that's cool. They out here living their life or whatever. She's like holding down for the kids for Usopp. Like I like that.
It's not even his kids.
Seeing Crocus, it got me thinking, have Vegapunk and Roger ever met? Probably not, right? I don't think Vegapunk was like a huge member of the world government during Roger's era.
No, he wasn't.
Right? Because he was still talking to, like, out in the open talking to Dragon when Ohara happened, right? But, like, I mean, I guess maybe that does make him still a major focal point of the world government then, but I was just thinking, like, what would them two people have communicated?
I think he was more with the Mads during that time, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Mads weren't affiliated with the world government. And you could kind of do the math, maybe, like Vegapunk's age versus 24 years ago. And that's when Roger passed, so then even before that.
Yeah. Also, the beehive thing. I thought that was hilarious, right? Because that's real life. This dude's about to drop the most important information in any of those people's lives ever. And they like, I don't care. It's up. I see my op in the streets and I'm fighting. Other dude on the left partying with his girl getting drunk. Like, that's real life, bro. Yeah. That is real life right there. If you ever needed to see it in One Piece. I was trying to find Panda Man in a couple of these panels, but I ain't seen him. That's the one thing that I do when they did these flashes everywhere. If y'all saw Panda Man, let me know, because I couldn't find him. I can't really see that well right now. Overall, when he crushed the Dendemushi, I'd have crushed the second one too.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did it.
I was like,
You might as well. Like,
just be a little safer, bro. Like, what if that's it? What if that's that'd be terrible.
Honestly, for some reason, I thought it was going to get, every time he crushed it, get smaller and smaller and smaller.
That would have been funny though. That would have been funny as heck to see that. It would have been super funny. I did also really like the callback to Ohara specifically for them here. Because obviously Clover passed and he was trying to do what Vegapunk's doing right now, or at least a little something along this lines, and Vegapunk was inspired by that. That's the flashback we got with him and Dragon being there, how he got the books and interacted with Saul and all that. So like, I do like the callback there. Like, this is an elevated version of that, where not only am I going to be able to put this message out into the world, everybody, like simultaneously the world will hear it. And it's something I wanted to bring up earlier, where it said, it will mean knowing and the discomfort of being known, right? Mm-hmm. So like that reminded me of something that y'all have actually taught me as witnesses, right? Like wickedness, like to have knowledge and not act on the knowledge is to be wicked, right? So like Vegapunk is living that truth. Like, I know this. I know what the truth is. He's known for probably years that the world is sinking, and he has not been able to tell anybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now on his dying days, like his deathbed, I'm gonna finally be able to tell people in honor of my friend who passed, basically trying to do the same thing. So I guess I kind of blew the lead there. I'll get deeper into it later, I guess. But I thought that was interesting. I did like that callback to Ohara and Clover there. So I did like that piece of it. Mm-hmm. Let me see if we have a couple more super chats here before I go into the next part. We do have a couple sitting. So we have 5 from Mamba Kid. It says, where would you guys rank these characters from weakest to strongest? Dofi, 𝘠𝐵𝐺, Crocodile, and Enel. # Lakers in 7.
Crocodile's definitely last on that list. To me. I would go.
Only one conqueror on here.
Yeah.
I'd probably put 𝘠𝐵𝐺 at the top, right? Like, I feel like he's earned that now. I want to put Dofi at the top, but they said weakest or strongest. So Crocodile, Enel, Doflamingo, 𝘠𝐵𝐺.
Yeah, that seems
I
about.
think that works.
Wait,
F that.
Hey, I'm like,
Crocodile, Enel, 𝘠𝐵𝐺, Doflamingo. I don't care.
You think Doflamingo was losing to 𝘠𝐵𝐺? You guys think
He
that?
probably should, based off of if you're power creeping people and all that. Like, 𝘠𝐵𝐺 was looking good versus Zoro, who's fought somebody who's strong. Like, he fought and beat King, who's clearly stronger than Doflamingo. Like, you know what I mean?
And
like, there's narrative
No,
there.
is he clearly stronger than Doflamingo?
And
King?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Lionel, you're talking about
Yes.
Luffy was, even though he was getting toyed with, but he was boxing a little bit with Luffy in Gear 5, right? No. What I mean by that is like they clashed, right? And this dude took multiple shots from Gear 5 Luffy, right? This dude, Dofi, was hurting bad from one shot, you know. And this is Dressrosa. No. This is Dressrosa Luffy, right? So 𝘠𝐵𝐺 has to be in Gear 5 to beat Doflamingo, right? And I'm not gonna say it's completely.
Wait, what?
I said Gear 5, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
𝘠𝐵𝐺 has to be in Awakened to beat Doflamingo. So, and I'm not saying it's completely one-sided, but he would have to be in Awakened form.
You said 𝘠𝐵𝐺 has to be in Awakened form to fight Doflamingo?
Yeah.
Which I agree.
I think he could box and basically not winning.
Because I'm like, when you said, like, when Luffy was, like, you know, hitting Doflamingo with Gear 5, but Doflamingo came by getting up, though. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't like Doflamingo was damaged heavily, like, he's almost losing the fight. No. Mm-hmm. That's why Luffy gassed out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, but also, remember, he's fighting an exhausted Luffy already. already. Doflamingo is how many punches you think that Doflamingo is taking from Gear 5th? It's one.
That version of him?
It's one.
He can
Wait,
probably
one
take a
shot
couple.
and the
He can
fight
take a
is
couple.
over.
What's the shot?
It's one shot.
It depends on what the shot is.
I think Doflamingo's not getting one shot by Luffy.
Yeah, it depends on what the shot is, bro. Like Luffy isn't just out here. He ain't a one-shot Lucci, bro.
Yeah.
That's the point. Doflamingo don't got awakened Zoan durability. I'm sorry, bro. He don't.
Yo, Kaku's an awakened zone, bro. Like, what we talking about? Who's more durable, Kaku or Doflamingo? Okay.
An awakened form?
All right, bro. I'll go to the next question. We got another 5 from Kirby. It says, rank the Cross Guild pirate from captain to YC3. No narrative scaling and no feat scaling. Laughing my ass off. Larry be cooking. # twin supremacy. I don't even know. This is a lot here. Rank the Cross Guild pirates from captain to YC3. No. Yeah. Mihawk, Crocodile, Buggy. There's only 3 members. What are we talking about? Oh, Das Bones, then Buggy. Oh, yeah. I guess if you're doing all the people. I'm not getting into all that.
That's going to
Kirby.
take some time.
Like bad people there. Buggy's the lowest.
Yeah.
Another 6-month membership to Nakama status from Garbage D Fishman. It says, Sanji one kick did that. Zoro would maul that Baldy. We'll see. I mean, the Gorosei, they don't take damage for real. Like, they take it and they just recover. So Another 280 from Garbage. It says, Larry scared to come out the house after Sanji's W. Just kidding. Another 5 from Ryan D Specialist. Just tuned into the pod. Everyone is calling this a book club, but you can't call into a book club. You can call into a radio show, though. So it's that One Piece radio show. I don't know if TOPRS works as good, but we'll see. Another 3-month membership to Nakama status from Nerds Play 21. Enjoy the emojis that come being a Nakama. Another 5 from Kirby. It says, given the current performance of the Gorosei, would you scale them higher or lower than the Holy Knights? # Broker Gang. # Law equals Yasop. # Marv over Roger. I can't scale the Holy Knights to anything. At this point.
You haven't seen nothing.
What the Gorosei is doing is extremely impressive. I highly doubt all of the Holy Knights can replicate this.
Yeah.
Like, maybe one, but like even then, what they're doing is like special. They're regenerating from attacks. They're whipping out Conqueror's hockey like blasts. They're like they're using devil fruits that I've never heard. Like, I would scale all the Gorosei over the Holy Knights right now. Yeah. Except maybe whoever the strongest Holy Knight is currently. Yeah. And who knows who that actually is right now. So. Mm-hmm. Another 5 from Charlemagne de God. No way. It says, do y'all think Vegapunk has awakened his fruit? If not, what would his awakening be? I think he has. He has full knowledge of awakenings. He's talked about people utilizing their awakenings. I think the ability to transform your brain from one sentient part of you to something else is probably what it is. Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking too small, but I would say yes. He's the smartest man in the world. If Kaido's thought process is anything that's to be believed, once your body and mind why would Vega, he probably awakened in the first like 5 minutes. So yes,
so that would be like, is it irony that
that'd be ridiculous?
Like he has the greatest mind, but he couldn't. His mind and body didn't catch up with each other, so he didn't awaken his fruit. It's crazy. Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
The only thing awakened is he's just reading other people's minds. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a lot.
I don't know.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what his awakening would be. That's like
I eat your brain again.
He becomes a cannibal.
That'd be wild. Another 5 from Diamond Life. You guys think when Shaka talked to Dragon about him passing was actually Vegapunk told him about the broadcast, not the message? Maybe.
Yeah, they never finished they never showed what they talked about, right?
No.
It's possible.
That could be. You guys would hate it. Could be reason why Dragon didn't go act in his behalf. It's like I'm broadcasting.
Stop making excuses.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
grab some popcorn and watch.
Oh man. I don't give some valid reason, but like
Vegapunk, like, yo, leave me alone. I'm streaming.
I'm streaming.
I'm streaming right now. Another 5 months from Diamond Life. It says Oda's foreshadowing is second to none right now. I don't think it's ever been close with any other mangaka that's ever written anything.
Yeah.
To me, like there's no story that comes close as far as foreshadowing goes. And I know a lot of people like to use like little minor stuff, like you foreshadowed it. I'm talking about actual foreshadowing. Actual, like, I put in elements into the story that will be important later in a different arc because of, like, not the little stuff.
Yeah.
All the stuff. Another 10 from Off-Brand. Love Nami this chapter. She will get conquerors, trust me. I don't know about all that. Chopper will surely be seen as a fighter now. We can see that the Straw Hats will get new bounties. What would his new bounty be? Love y'all.
2 choppers?
Yeah.
What's his bounty now? I forgot.
Like 1,100.
11?
Yeah.
200. No, stop. I mean, I don't know.
But the thing is, right now, Chopper is such a... This is why he was a pawn. But pretty much...
Wow. Wow.
He doesn't really... I'm not saying shine, but he doesn't, like, show... Like, even now, we don't see him much. Like, to know, like, what he's doing, whatever. He doesn't stand out enough.
Yeah.
So, till he starts doing that, like, he has to prove why he's a threat to the 𝗀𝐻𝐻 or whatever, so get a higher bounty than freaking 30 million. 30, whatever.
Right. Another 5 from Kirby. Monster Point Chopper and a locked-in Brook crush Saturn low div. Oda confirmed it. LOL. Hashtag Seb be tripping, but hashtag Seb be cooking. Thank you. I guess.
He tripping and
Threw
cooking?
shade in the beginning. Yeah. Another 5 from Shadow. Battle of the Logias. Smoker versus Caesar. Who y'all got? Smoker is beating the crap out of
he
Caesar.
is, bro.
Although Caesar did take Smoker's breath away. I think he was in Tashigi was in his body though at the time.
Yeah.
Smoker beat the crap out of Caesar.
I don't think Logias need to breathe when they go full Logia form, and that's just maybe just I'm just canon in that, but
Smoker would beat the crap out of Caesar.
That's a good question because Anel's in like space right now.
yeah,
Like,
there's no reason he should be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna make a poll, but I feel like we good.
Smoker got that, man.
Yeah.
And then another 2 from DJ. Prequel or sequel to One Piece? Prequel. I'd rather see a prequel than a sequel to One Piece.
Oh
personally.
yeah, prequel. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
The
prequel.
lore go crazy.
Yeah.
But alright, that's all the super chats for now. Let's get back into the chapter. Next, we have Sanji sprinting with Vegapunk. Stella's body is on his shoulder. He cries out that Bonnie needs his help. Sanji sees why and he screams out, "Who's that?" Venus Juro yells out that Bonnie shouldn't have had the Navy's might and goes to the attack. Frankie jumps in the way, only for Sanji to tell him to back off. Then we see Sanji bounce off Venus Juro's sword and jumps up to kick him in the face. Venus Juro bleeds profusely. Sanji then responds that elderly people can get these feet too. This is how pirates fight. Venus Juro head ignites into flame and out comes a horse head. It bites down on Sanji. Vegapunk says in his broadcast that he committed 2 sins. Oimo and Kashi go to hold down Venus Juro. Sanji gets spat out. Stella's body is being carried by Atlas. Bonnie does a distorted future attack and becomes a giant-like creature. Venus Juro sees the attack and can't move. Vegapunk continues by saying, "Therefore, whether I am arrested or executed, I shall program this message when my heart stops beating." At Sabaody, people realize this means Vegapunk is already deceased. Duval from the Rosy Life Riders lets everyone know that just this morning it was said Vegapunk was being held hostage. At Germa Kingdom, Caesar is with Judge, and he's complaining about how they were just about to topple Vegapunk since they teamed up. Big News Morgans is upset. He doesn't want the entire story told to the world because he can't make good money that way. Stella continues by saying, "However, I want to make this very clear. Whoever may have rendered their judgment onto me, I am not trying to convince you that their intent is evil. I will not apply those labels of good and evil at all. In fact, because I know too little about him to begin with." Saturn gets upset. What do you guys think about this part of the chapter? And we'll start with Lawrence.
Yeah, so just to mention last chapter, I know we discussed the possibility of the 𝗀𝐻𝐻 having the voice of all things, you know? And sorry, and I'm saying this now, like Fergus, but I remembered like and I'm not saying that they don't have the voice of all things, but what I remembered, like, you know, this brought to mind Sanji when he's able to send Skinny Bone when he was in the sea, right? And it made me think like what observations are able to do and different able to sense. So I know we thought like, oh, he was able to sense the snail, that figure there, that thing. He might have the voice of all things, and Sanji doesn't have the voice of all things. So to me, this falls in the lines of regular observation. So it might necessarily not be. It just like his observation is good. Because like Sanji's able to sense half of Kinemon's body in the water, deep in the sea, where you know. So I just thought of it later on, so I just wanted to mention it. Mm-hmm. And I like Sanji's reaction time here, able to move that fast, block and attack, pretty much at the same exact time. A Garcia member, right? Venus Duro. I thought that I like that, like pretty much, you know. But I can't find how say it's fully impressive yet because. I feel like someone, you know, someone said that the Ghurusei like regressing or whatever because of what they're showing and how they are, it makes it hard to kind of like scale if this is a feat or not, right? Because they allow themselves to get hit, they bleed even though they're not really getting hurt or receiving any damage. They're bleeding and losing limbs from like the slightest thing, but it doesn't seem like it really hurts them at all. And they just regenerate from anything, making it hard to see like, all right, was that impressive and stuff like that, or is not saying that they're are they even strong because yeah they are strong because they have conquerors and all this stuff in this hockey overwhelming thing, but physically it seems like their bodies are just old but are not that strong, but they're able to regenerate. So as impressive it looked to me, it's hard to gauge because of they keep getting hit and bleeding from it and just regenerating like it's nothing. So it's hard to gauge from that. And I know we talked before about Bonnie's potential. Right, what the ability has. It's actually kind of like Luffy's ability, as in like what it's open to. You know, as long as you don't, but it follows this, I guess, you know, criteria. As long as you don't limit your mind, like you have to have your mind open outside of what reality is. So you have to have your mind open to outsides of the realities of what you normally know. Right, then your ability could be like almost broken because then you could kind of tap into like the what he said. Anyone's future or any future possible. You have that possibility as long as you don't limit your reality to what you know. So that way the ability could actually say is even close to like anyway Luffy's ability with Nico. And honestly, I'm so curious. I thought it was very interesting what Vegapunk said here, right? And when he said it, I was like, what? Because I believe he's talking about 𝐸, right? Because even Saturn's reaction to when he said him, right? Because who else would try to, like, pack you up? It wouldn't be Luffy you're talking about.
I 100% thought he was talking about Luffy.
I thought so too, but
1,000%.
But he made this message. He made this message like way back, right? Yeah. And you may have guessed that Luffy, like whatever, like how I get you're you're supposed to be that smart. You could do the puzzle pieces and like think, all right, Luffy's eventually gonna come here, but you had no idea it was true or not.
So. Right? To me, he could be talking about Luffy, or the other option is Kizaru. To me, or both. Like he's playing on both, because ultimately Kizaru's gonna hear this, and that's my friend. Like, even though you were forced to take me out, I want you to know I don't hold any heart. You know what I mean? Like it could be like Vegapunk's smart enough to get both of those off. Yeah. Like you don't have double entendres and rap. Like I can get both of those messages out. Yeah. Right? Where I think he's that smart. As far as, like, I fully think he was talking about Luffy, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think what I think, like, he was trying to get both the messages out to Kizaru and to Luffy. Now, as far as how he could possibly know this, I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't know when the message was created. It was probably created a long time ago. It could have been created when Luffy started, as soon as Luffy won on Wano, and he recognized this guy is going to be coming to the next island, and the Marines will use this opportunity to frame him. Like, he could have forethought all of that. That's a lot to think. That's a lot of speculation on my part. But I fully believe the oldest messaging here was he's talking about Luffy, and it could still be like derived or thought he's also having a subliminal message to Kizaru. But I definitely wasn't thinking him. I didn't think even a little bit.
Okay. Because from what I understand with Vegapunk, right? Because I did think Luffy too, but I was thinking about like from what he's saying here. Because I noticed with Vegapunk when he speaks about the world government, even when he was talking to Dragon at one time, and also even that thing with Kuma, he kind of like makes not excuses for them, but kind of like they have a reason for the things that they do, right? And it made me think, for example, we know that Vegapunk has read all the research, all the books, all the information that Ohara has gathered, that the Giants saved, right? He's read it all, and he has it memorized in his brain, right? So it made me think of, like, for example, could this, not saying it makes an excuse, because to me, I see 𝗍 and the 괬 they are evil, like almost pure evil, right? But the way he talks about it, because, like, we saw Vegapunk, I always questioned, even past, that Vegapunk seemed shocked when he would see how the 괬 would move sometimes. Like, how could you be that evil? When they wanted to do Kuma and all this stuff. Like, he was shocked, right? That's why I go into him being shocked about that, and then also him speaking to Dragon, saying how, like, don't lose sight, and he's able to work with them, and then also seeing how he wants to fund for the people, his creations and all that stuff. He needs resources, right? He's able to in a way side with them, right? Kind of knowing that they're going to support him in these endeavors to do so, right? That, all right, yeah, they want to keep this measure of peace, but kind of like the reason I bring up the Ohara thing is that, like I said before, like a reason of why they did what they did, right? Again, not that what he learned through it all gave reason or an excuse for the world government, but Vegapunk knows this, right? And now it makes me think of like what he's understanding of 𝗍. He's like, what he learned, he's like, I don't see 𝗍 as evil, right?
But even with the knowledge he gained, would he know about 𝗍? Like, would he actually know about 𝗍?
Well, obviously, I'm saying is that
I guess
the Ohara wouldn't give him the knowledge of 𝗍, but
what's
I'm
his
saying the
name? Ivankov had some sort of knowledge of the like that name.
Yeah.
What is 𝗍's actual name? Or there was a name there. I forgot what it was.
I forgot what it was too.
But he had knowledge of the name in the family. So maybe.
So I think I'm jumping the gun with like 𝗍, but either way, let's take it down one notch. It's the 괬, right? To me, the 괬 represent 𝗍 because it's just like what 𝗍 wants, they kind of follow, right? So even if it's not 𝗍 himself, is like either or. It's like he doesn't view the 괬 as absolute evil, even though to me you should, because you're working closest with them.
Narona, that's the name.
Right? Yeah, you're working closest with them, but your reaction to like you're kind of shocked that they would do certain things, or you're willing to side with them and do all these things, but it's not telling you that they're evil. So I'm thinking whatever he could have read or learned, maybe so the first side was like not that it justified, but he saw like a reason for what they did or why they did it. Where it kind of maybe changed his view of thinking, well, not that he would do it the same, but he understands it. So I can't say that they're evil because, people have, because also too, I'm thinking about like, I know it's different from like reaching Laugh Tale, right? But the main thing is like Ray Leaf said, up to your interpretation. Right? Obviously, again, this is different from Laugh Tale, but it could be something similar because it has something to do with the Ancient Kingdom. What Ohara learned, right, is what Vegapunk, all he read and researched, his interpretation kind of, I'm not going to say he sided with the world government, but said, I can see the reasons for why you guys did it. I don't support everything discussions, but it makes sense. Is all. I don't know, but I just thought like his reaction, him saying these words, made me think of that.
Lionel?
You finished?
Yeah.
Honestly, you saying this, but also made me think of pretty much, again, he read the Ohara thing after he met Dragon, right? And that's what I was saying, right? And I said, and we know that the satellites are part of him, like part of like each are contributed to him, like his attributes, his whatever, right? His emotions, his feelings. But and when the Lord said this, made me think though, it's kind of weird that you said why would he agree with the world government? But part of him deep down still also wanted to be a celestial dragon, knowing the history from the Oharans.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. Like that's why it could be them three. It could be linked to 𝗍, Luffy, and Kizaru, because he didn't know who's gonna pass to take his life. Because he said whoever. He didn't say the name, but he said he just had a feeling that those three might evolve. And they in a way, all three at the same island. Not all three, but Emo's will is here. Kizaru's here, and Luffy. All three people that you probably thought might take your life.
The thing is, it is pre-recorded though, so he had to have the foresight, and he's already had the foresight to say, "I'm going to die. Somebody's going to take me out." So it's not beyond the pale for him to envision like it could be Luffy or Kizaru or ім or Joy. Some people saying Joy Boy in the chat here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just he's the smartest man in the world. I don't think it's beyond the pale for him to have an idea. So,
but because if you look at the pre-recorded, he still looks relatively the same age he looks kind of now. Maybe he could be a year or two younger, but he doesn't look like how he looked back with black hair or whatever his hair color was in the manga. In the colored versions, but he looks old like he is now. Even his head is cut off, right? Already.
Yeah, we do know it has to be the time frame of like after the thing with Kuma because the satellites weren't there yet. Yeah. So all this. So if you want timeline, it has to be. It could be what you say 10 years within 10 years, maybe less.
You said wait, what wasn't there yet?
If I had to guess, he recorded this thing this year.
Yeah, because the satellites. Like you said, the satellites are here, right? That's
because it was recorded after the satellites, and so that thing Kuma's thing flashback. Kuma's thing happened before the satellites, so that's what I'm saying within that time frame.
But again, I thought of ім too. But when you said Luffy and Kizaru, I'm thinking that's actually a good, a good thought as well.
I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it. I always assume that because Luffy's the one that has him hold up here, and the news is gonna say Luffy did this. Yeah. And Oda through Vegapunk is trying to get the people of the world to not look at Luffy in the light of. Oh, he murdered Vegapunk. You get what I'm saying?
But I always wonder why would he think that Luffy would end up murdering him? And I always thought, like, again, what was Dragon's view?
So he always knew he was gonna pass. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, unless Luffy could straight up stop it from happening, he knew he was gonna go, and that they were gonna blame somebody. And Luffy's that's
what I thought of. Who they're blaming.
That was what I thought.
Okay.
But go ahead, Mom. My bad. I keep jumping in.
Like the same thoughts with Ethan. You know, pretty much, and it's different because, like, for instance, when we both Mr. One, it's different because he didn't get hurt. But like, when you let yourself get hit, it changes your fighting style. Like for instance, how many times people said like Zoro took out Mr. One if you could cut him, but then again, Mr. One is letting Zoro hit him
because he knows he's not gonna hurt him.
Yeah. So like, even again, Kaido was at one point, even though Kaido let Luffy hit him the first time because he knew it wouldn't hurt him. Now, even stuff does hurt Kaido, he still lets that person hit him. So just like, it doesn't make you weak or discredit you. It just that's why you choose to fight for that reason. Now we've seen like Kaido could dodge. We've seen him dodge at least Luffy's attacks at least twice, maybe even 3 times. Showing that he is capable of doing it. He has observation to do it. Whether he chooses to do it, that's on them. I can't say the _ʍ are downgraded. Even again, was impressive with Sanji what he did. Like, because I can't say he speed blitzed him or anything. I did say he stopped his blade, when he did kick him. But immediately right after he gets kicked, he's already hurting Sanji. Like, it wasn't like, even though he hit up blood, it didn't stop his efforts of keep on attacking. Like, he didn't get set flying. He didn't get show that he really got damaged like that. Like, he got rocked. But immediately after, he started attacking Sanji. Also, I was going to bring up, this actually, again, might include into this blade being a cursed blade. Mostly because if you look how this blade looks, it looks exactly like Enma when it's blackened. And that guy already said that Enma is not a cursed blade, but it acts like a cursed blade. Mm-hmm. And that's even though we never saw that the second one, that's cursed, blackened or anything, and Luffy, because Luffy had it, and so pretty much didn't touch it or turn it black or put hockey in it. So I don't know what it looks like or what it's gonna give off. We never got that. We never got what that blade gave off when Luffy had it or anything. We just know it was cursed. Mm-hmm. But now we know, we see, again, this is the supreme version, like the highest, like the first one, pretty much, I would say. It's the first one, the highest grade, and it's giving off, I won't say giving off because we don't know. I don't know what's giving off, but it looks like Enma. And I already think that Enma's one of the strongest 21 blades. It acts like a cursed blade, and it could probably even get higher to being one of the 12. And now I'm seeing this. I'm like, this to me, Oda's alluding to me again, that this is the 12th cursed blade. And he has hopefully you see what's capable of him in with it, and hopefully again, Zoro beats Ethan. They fight, and Zoro gets this blade because I want Zoro to level up again. Like, to me, Zoro needs to keep on leveling up to be the world's greatest swordsman. And him having a 12 and him conquering that 12 also increases his strength and his greatness. Mm-hmm. That's what else? Where do you stop at with Bonnie?
Bonnie getting really big. Actually, no, beyond that even.
Oh,
Vegapunk, not the end of his speech, but this page right here. Right here.
okay. I mean, I don't know if we have too much time. I want to keep on going.
Are we good? We're decent on time.
So we still got his sponsor. Yeah, I can't. All right. I thought Susan's reaction was kind of funny. Saying that he's passed what he passed already. I thought like he was still hanging on, but they're just playing that he's gone.
Because his heart stopped beating. So.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna have anything to support back his heart. Caesar, I probably feel like it was mixed emotions with Caesar. Like he's actually legit upset, even though they're enemies. He's legit upset that his, in a way, kind of friend passed.
Mm-hmm.
But also, he also wanted to be the one who, the best Vegapunk. I thought it was like a mixed emotions because he legit started teaming up a little bit, but it's also anger. So it could be a little bit, pretty much both, kind of. Judge, we didn't get any reaction at all. She didn't even care. So, yeah, legit, you just see him in his background, like,
oh, that's wild.
Yeah,
bro.
right. And also, we didn't get Queen's reaction either. Like,
I mean, Queen in jail, bro.
I get you, but like, again, they're the mad, so like they have history. They were there. Like, we got Caesar's reaction. Now, we didn't get Judge. We didn't get, So, but Morgan's is funny. They committed 2 sins. I don't know if they elaborate on it, but like I guess he's gonna elaborate more on the announcement and stuff. But I think we kind of touched on one stuff for now. But yeah.
Okay. All right. In regards to Sanji thing, I'm gonna have to say this for the world to know, man. I'm a huge Sanji stan. Sanji, that boy, right? Y'all gotta chill, trying to like gas up some of these moments though. Like, to Lawrence's point, we've seen mad people hit 𝗁𝐴 members and it didn't do nothing. Sanji gonna get his moments. This wasn't one of them. Like, there's Sanji feats, they come in, they've happened. Sanji kicking Kizaru's light thing back, that's a feat. That's something impressive. Mm-hmm. Him kicking Venus Juro and making him bleed, like, Kuma did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, like, Venus Juro good. Like, he's not affected in a way that, like, unless he putting people down, putting one of these dudes down, I'm not saying it's not impressive. I'm just saying that's not like to me, like I put a Sanji stocks up. Like this didn't move the needle for me. I don't know about y'all. And I'm a Sanji guy. Yeah. If he couldn't do this, then what are we talking about, bro? Like I expected him to be able to do this. It was impressive. It was cool. But he's already fast. He's already strong. Like if y'all had respect for what Sanji can do, this is like the bare minimum of what he need to be doing in these situations. So I didn't think it would be a huge thing. People were like, yo, Sanji did that. I'm like, yo, they told Larry Ducky because it is. Come on, man. In regards to Venus Juro a little bit more, that sword big as hell. That's a big ass sword.
Again. He's stupid. They're
super zoomed in.
No,
man.
yeah, zoomed in. No, I don't know how strong he is, but if you look up and he's standing, he doesn't seem that tall.
All right. In regards to the 𝗁𝐴 telepathically communicating, it's funny to see 4 friends simultaneously realize that they messed up, because that's what's happening right now. They like, yo, we messed up. Like they can't get back, bro. We can't stop the message. They about to get this off on us, bro. I did like seeing Oimo and Kashi just be productive. They jumped into action as soon as Sanji got bit. They yoked dude up. I thought that was cool. Him turning his head into a horse. I just didn't expect that. Like I was like, what happened? That looks crazy. And is it Ice Flame? Like, cause his thing was ice, right?
Yeah.
Like, and now it's flame. Like, it's like ice flame. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't know what happened.
I did like seeing the distorted future again. I always like that technique in general. Always good to see Duval. I will say, Lionel had similar sentiments to me from the Caesar part and the Judge part with like Queen, because to me, it obviously hasn't gotten the same love or lore, right? But this is like the Yonko of scientists.
Yeah.
Like this is like Lionel has his like the Yonko of swordsmen. Like this is the Yonko of scientists, and this kind of reminded me of when Big Mom got taken out, Kaido went crazy, right? He was like, nah, like we have history. Like it should have been me who did that. If anybody's gonna do that, it's me. But like, I don't know. It was funny. It was heartbreaking because like on some level, I've always liked Caesar, and I like villains, whatever. I've always liked Caesar a little bit. He's funny. I thought his abilities pretty dope. And this is his rival. This is his goal. I want to prove that I'm greater than you. Prove to you that I'm greater than you at this.
Yeah.
And he keeps failing, he keeps failing, he keeps failing. Vegapunk's been showing all these amazing abilities and technology that he's created and science and all this. And Caesar's like, all right, like I'll even team up with Judge. I gotta prove that I'm better. And then like your goal just get ripped out from you. And you had no way to even, like you weren't even a thought to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, dang. I don't know. I low-key felt bad for Caesar. I was like, dang,
That's
bro.
good. You feel bad for him?
Yo, I've always relatively liked Caesar. I used to joke he could join, bro.
You was tripping, bro.
Listen, I like
on
Caesar.
kids, bud.
I like Caesar,
Drugging
man. Have
kids
some
and
kids. But like Chopper ain't never drugged any kids. What are we talking about?
Bruh.
I'm lying?
What kid he drug?
The same kid Caesar drugged.
If you talk about drug that affect him negatively, like you saw what was going on. There's Chopper's a doctor. He makes good drugs.
He created a
Good drugs.
He created a cure.
Good drugs.
A cure, bro.
Yeah, you're stupid.
He was giving them kids perks, man. I thought the Morgan's inclusion was funny. I thought that was cool. But again, to Lawrence's point, I fully 100% thought he was talking about Luffy. And with that little added piece to like Kizaru. Because if Kizaru's hearing this, like your friend, you had to clip your friend, and your friend's basically telling you, I don't think you're evil.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta feel crazy to him right now. He's already laying down with the head like this, and he's conflicted, and like now you imagine hearing this.
Yeah.
You just clipped your boy. He's like, yo, I don't blame you, yo. It's not on you. I'd feel crazy. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think we have any super chats sitting. I'll have to check. 1 second. Oh yeah, we got one from Kirby. It says, draft a big three to pack the rat. Hockey King Shanks, heir to the CD fortune. Laughing emoji. Like the stream. If the world drowns, Arlong's top 10. Yo, you low-key is though. Draft 3 people to beat Shanks.
Like
Not kid.
Like alive or are we going my?
I'm gonna go with people who are still relevant to the story right now.
Okay.
Blackbeard, Mihawk, and Luffy. The Yonko. I'll go Akainu just because it was not Luffy. That's my 3. Pack them up. If Shanks ain't getting out of here with that trio, then what we talking about?
Luffy's one of them, obviously. Luffy. I won't say Zolo. Like.
Who's your third?
Not Birdman. I'm playing. I don't know that guy. I can't say that.
Lawrence? Oh, you say pick one. Okay.
I might say no. I can't say it. Kind of. Dragon.
Lawrence.
Because I'm thinking Kaido, right?
Okay, so you're under the Kaido still alive part here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaido. I'm going with Kaido. Yeah, I both have Luffy on your list.
No, I didn't. I replaced Luffy with a Kaido.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking that time lapse. He's not going to be able to do much. I'm sorry. Luffy knows. Yeah. So
Luffy got smoke for Shanks right now.
Yeah.
It's not like
No, he don't.
yes he okay.
No, you don't.
Bro, he was boxing Kaido. He boxed your number 1 pick. What are you talking about? He don't got no smoke for Shanks?
Oh, Kaido was like, he lets himself get hit.
Oh
Shanks not going to do that, bro.
Yo, it's a 3-on-1, bro. All right, listen, you pick your picks, bro.
This dude's observation, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Kaido.
I mean, Luffy has Future Sight too. Act like he
Yo,
does that.
man,
He has the same.
Who we downplaying Luffy
He has
for,
the
bro?
same observation as his man.
He's still.
I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna go that far, bro.
I mean,
This man's seeing like 3 minutes into the future over here. Pick your other two.
And I'll go Dragon's a good thing. Because a good choice. I think he's going to be strong.
He gonna brood at him. Who else, bro?
And I don't even know who else, in all honesty.
Yeah, it was kind of rough.
It's kind of rough.
Pick Magellan for Chris, bro.
I don't even want to pick Mihawk, but
That's why I picked Zolo.
Zolo's right now two green too. I would go Mihawk.
Okay. All right. We got another 1 month membership to Yonko status. That is our highest tier of membership. So enjoy the emojis that come with being a Yonko. From Left Lane, John Wayne. It says topped #1 book club with the knock on the fist. Thank you guys for bringing us some peace of mind on these crazy Mondays. Seb, bring back the DDT. The DDT will return. Submit y'all recommendations for the DDT in the link of. I might be in this video. I don't know. I don't know where that's at. It's on the Discord somewhere. I don't know. But Mods, post the link to the survey. Another 10 from Mama Kid. It says, do you guys think Shanks knows the world was going to sink and that's why he has a crew with no devil fruits and he knew it was going to happen soon, which is why he told Ben it's time to get it now? I will add more to that thought process when we go over that part of the chapter shortly. But yes! Yes! Yes, 100%. And I low-key alluded to it a little earlier when I was talking about Crocus too. But we'll get there when we get there. But all right, let's go over the last part of the chapter.
Should we hit sponsor first or no?
No, we'll do the last part of the chapter, then sponsor, then we'll go with the calls or whatever. All right. Finally, Saturn lifts himself up onto the Labophase sky cloud. He tells the Straw Hats to move since he's out of time. Robin notices Saturn's voice and remembers how he was the one who told Clover his theory about the ancient kingdom was an audacious hypothesis. Saturn notices Robin and says to himself that Akainu let that woman slip through his fingers. The man is soft. Robin can't believe a Gorosei member is here. Nami takes notice of Saturn's attack towards Robin. Nami tells the Straw Hats to protect her, and they all listen. They respond with, we'll do whatever it takes. Brooke even cuts off a leg. Saturn yells out, be gone, you miserable worms. Vegapunk continues on. What I'm about to tell you is so preposterous, you might even burst into laughter. St. Mars, in his Itsumade form, says it's no use. There's no unique signals to pinpoint the exact signal. York is flustered, telling herself to think or she won't be a celestial dragon. She's a Vegapunk too. Vegapunk continues on. However, you all have a right to know. At Mars, St. Mars uses telepathy to ask the others Goroseis what would happen if they destroyed the power plant. They respond back by saying not to do that. They can take the losses of the ships and sailors surrounding the island, but won't be able to create another mother flame. Then Vegapunk says, to make a long story short, the world as we know it will sink into the sea. The Marines are confused, and we see a cut to the ocean with fish people swimming. What were your thoughts on this final part of the chapter? And we'll start with Lionel.
Honestly, I had mixed. I'm just gonna jump right in it. I'm gonna skip the other stuff. I mean, no.
Do you, bro?
No, So I'm trying to think. So Ryder remembers him because he was the guy on the phone they spoke to. He was the one who spoke to the CP9 in Ohara. So I'm assuming that's how Robin remembers him. Because obviously he wasn't there, but she remember hearing his voice. And it's crazy how Robin got this flustered by just seeing and no one realizing this is the girl. So I don't know if it's because it's them or because of they're the cause of so much suffering and
It's called trauma, dog.
But that's what I thought so too. And because this is Robin couldn't even move. She was it was sad to say what happened. Plus again, knowing that this was mostly the man that evolved. Again, your mother, Ohara, your whole people, and Saul posse. Saul. What happened to Saul? But yeah. So I
shouldn't have been reading.
No, should have been reading. Stupid. But that was dope on the show. How it's recovering, able to stay keep it together and react towards Robin. getting hit. But I'm gonna just jump right into to pretty much what Vegapunk says here. I don't know if you guys have the same thoughts as I have, but I thought a couple of things. One thing, is this the actual history that they're trying to hide from the people? That the world's going to be sinking under the sea? Because I'm thinking, one, why would you not want to tell people this? Like, why would this not be? Why is this a secret? Then I thought of, do you guys think this is the cleansing that they're trying to do? Remember, he said
to flood the entire world.
The people. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, because I thought of a couple of things. Like, I don't know if this is a foreshadow of other stuff, right? But I thought of pretty much, and that was Water 7. You know how pretty much they came again sucking, so they kept on pretty much building homes on top of homes. And I also thought of pretty much them cleansing, because and I thought of, again, the ʍ𝗪 went up higher, right? Because they took, I think, took out the Lunarians and established their home on, like, in pretty much heaven or on top of the earth. I don't think for the flooding, but like how they view themselves, like whatever. And also they elevate themselves. And I also thought of Enel, like, and now thought he was elevated, so he thought the best place would be not Earth, but higher era. I mean, pretty much out of space, living out there. And I thought those two things like kind of like foreshadow with Enel and the Water 7 about this. And I'm thinking, what if them like these people, one of the reasons why they view them as insects, because they're gonna pretty much, I think they're gonna flood, like maybe use, because they focus on mother flame, and like the fact that we already saw what it's capable of doing, and we already saw one of the attacks it did is also like causing different earthquakes and different terrain of the water, like causing other islands to suffer because of it. And I also noticed that the only other time, I think we brought this on our podcast, the only other time we saw something that big and deep was in Enel's lobby. We don't know if that was caused by Mother Flame or something else. But if they did, that's the second time they did it. That means what's the purpose using Mother Flame? It's just cause destruction. And I'm thinking, and they mentioned the cleansing already. Like, them doing soon the world has to cleanse. I'm thinking, I don't know if that's crazy that them seeking the world, the people who view insects who are not worthy to live, live above them or live with them, that they're going to destroy them using the Mother Flame. And that's why one of the reasons why they're so avid getting it, because them getting that weapon is what is going to cause them to do the cleansing. Mm-hmm. So that's why I thought of, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, it could be something else, but them, like, this would do it. Like, them doing this and flooding the whole world and them surviving, this would do it. But now I'm thinking, but how is this the secret linked back to the ancient history? Because this is what they're doing, unless something caused them to do this back then. Like, something happened that you realized that we need to do this. So that's how I'm like, that's what my thoughts went to a little bit. Like, because again, like, it's just crazy for me to think this being part of the secret back then. Mm-hmm. Less even started back then already. That's why Enel's lobby was there. And they got for whatever, for instance, it could have been one of the ancient weapons that did that to Enel's lobby. But now they lost the ancient weapon. And now they got Mother Flame replicating that power. Saying that you're going to, the cleansing that should have happened a while back, now it's continuing. So then those are some things I thought, but I don't know. And that's also one of the reasons why they want to get the ancient weapon so bad, to finish what they're trying to do. But yeah, I don't know, but that's something I came up with.
Lawrence?
Yeah. One I had to add, I thought this was crazy. To say that destroying a whole ship instead of just thoroughly searching it in case someone from Ohara snuck on it and to stop, but to deciding to ending all the lives who were on it, the entire inhabitants of Ohara is soft.
That's soft, bro.
That's soft.
He ain't like that.
That's crazy.
He ain't like that, bro.
You realize what he just said?
I took the whole island down.
Like.
He's soft, man.
Like, what Akainu did, it was crazy. And then he said, no, that's soft, bro.
Soft, bro.
Man. That's crazy. Like, the entire inhabitants of the island is gone. Family, kids, does not matter, gone. And they're like, that's soft. You missed one child.
You got a 99.999 success rate. You soft.
He's the reason why he didn't want, like, see now, you shouldn't be Fleet Admiral. Like, you know, the fraction. He sounded there.
He was one of them. Yo, let Aokiji rock. Now, let Kizaru rock. Because Aokiji was on that other side, too.
I can't.
None of y'all worthy. Where Green Bull at? Promote him, man.
I can't. Like, it made me think, like, if you was there, what worse would you have done? Like, what worse would you have done? Like, I can't. I was like, that's crazy.
Calling a Kainu soft is wild.
Yeah,
seriously.
That's wild. It is wild because he ain't saying that to a Kainu face, though. He ain't. He ain't, man.
I think he would though.
He get knocked clean.
You get that
Saturn?
You get that Kubo punched by Kainu.
Listen, don't let a Kainu swing on you.
Dude, you're talking about that they would eat it, bro. You can regenerate it from it, man. It's not gonna phase them.
You sure about that?
Kainu one of them was, bro. He one of them was.
Okay. So
Did your mother let you sell it?
So that. Anyway, so now I thought it was very interesting, right? That all right, we get the world as we know it is going to sink to the bottom of the ocean, right? Mm-hmm. So you can actually take this a number of ways. If like the whole world is just gonna flood, or just all the islands are just gonna be overrun with water, right? And it's just funny because I'm pretty sure this video was made before the water, the whole sea level risen a meter, because after they just did it, so it's already a meter higher than what Vegapunk.
Well, I guess that was a couple weeks ago, right, or a couple days ago, or whatever. It could have been recorded.
If
like
he
2
recorded
days
it,
ago,
yeah, afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, right. So now it made me think of because I don't really have much here. Because I don't know if people's theories are running, but I need more information. But we do know Lionel mentioned like Water 7 has, which is actually close to Anel's lobby, which has, you know, that thing happening where the water's risen. So now they keep having a problem where they got to keep building city on top of city to survive, right? And that's why Iceberg is trying to create like the whole island to rest on a boat. So it could just like, all right, it'll just keep rising up when the water rises instead of having to build town over town, right? Because I thought of like Wano too, but then Wano's different because the only reason why the old Wano got flooded is because it was actually at sea level, so it was at like an island, normal island, but then these mountains grew from it for whatever reason, just grew of it, where then the rain came in and flooded it, right? So I thought, we have 3 islands. Like, no, it's not. It's a different situation. Yeah. Right? But what I wanted to add is I thought it was interesting. So I just started like theory-wise of what can actually help, right? Because we saw Fishman Island, right? But we both know, right, so that Fishman Island rests inside a bubble, right? And now you have idea of what Iceberg is doing with creating the boat thing. Vegapunk already created like these bubble shields, right? So now you take the idea of Vegapunk's bubble shields with the bubbles that already kind of survive. Apparently, he's able to survive even the deepest part of the sea. So all that water pressure, the bubbles, without even Vegapunk's shield technology, are already able to survive that. That's a way to like. I wonder if Vegapunk's gonna come up with something like that, because there's no way he doesn't know about those bubbles from Fishman Island, right? And you're kind of smart to think, all right, a ship or whatever. But if you combine that, right? You combine all those things, you'll be able to support the islands itself, right? Like kind of have like, I thought of like a capsule, kind of like cloak and surround the island. Now the island's protected. It can float, and then you're even protecting the island from like tsunamis or whatever that would overtake it because it's in that bubble, plus with the shield barrier, right? So I'm thinking that's what I thought of, like how Vegapunk could actually save all the islands or the world through it being overtaken by it being flooded. Because I know people are talking about like Noah's Ark, so what does this have to do with it, right? Because we showed the fishermen. Because I'm thinking, why are the fishermen being showed? It was so random than fishermen, right? And then also too, you guys talk about the cleansing, and it made me laugh because then the fishermen are going to be okay, but the celestial dragons, they view them as like, you know, lesser. So it's not. I thought it was interesting. They're going to flood it, but then the ones who would easily survive and they actually make them not necessarily stronger, but more of a threat. You're making the fishermen because now you have less land, and then now they can easily fish it. They can, if it rises up to like, for example, you have the red line. If it rises up to where the water's at the red line, the fisherman could just attack you that easily.
Yeah.
You're more vulnerable to the fisherman that you actually look down on, right? And then they could easily take you over, and then now they're running things. You know, running that. But yeah. So I just thought it was very interesting. Why would this be their cleansing? And again, what does it have to do with the ancient kingdom?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I need more information to have all these other theories, and we don't have time for that. But that's what I thought of.
Okay.
I thought of something else, but like I don't want to bring it up though fully because.
Okay. I thought the Robin Saturn protection part was really cool. I liked seeing that. Shout out to Brooke for cutting Saturn's arm clean off. What are they called?
Just legs.
Fangs, legs, whatever. Yeah. Shout out to Zeus. I forgot Zeus existed. I'm not even remotely playing. I completely forgot about Zeus. He popped up, protected. Usopp, little slingshot action. Real
they
quick.
responded so this is the fastest they've ever responded to things.
Real quick. I like that. Shout out to Chopper. His
You got straight.
what was it, guard point?
I'm surprised he didn't get run
Is
through.
he poisoned right now though? Like that's fine.
Who?
Chopper. He could be.
Because he uses poison.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh. Shout out to Nami though for quick thinking. Protect Robin. Shout out for Usopp immediately. I thought that was cool. Also, Brooke, it seems casual. Him cutting that arm.
Yeah, it seems two ways.
No issues, bruh. No issues. I like the panic mode that the Gorosei seem to be in over this. Like, do we do this? Do we do that? No, we can't because like we're gonna lose the Mother Flame. I like that thought process. Like that's why the chapter's called Stalemate. It's like we're stuck because if we act the way that we want to act, we'll lose this thing.
Yeah.
But if we don't, we still get access to the Mother Flame. So
Maybe when you just said that, this is chest.
yeah, I mean, hey, look,
This is chest, pretty much.
chess pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as Vegapunk goes, I'm happy we got here because he took way too long to say this.
Yeah.
I'm just really like you
Yes,
say
sir.
way too long, bro. Just talk. You talking too much. Just say what you gotta say. But when I read it, I had a lot of realizations. Right. So shout out to Morge because he's the only person I think called this on YouTube that I know of about the world sinking or there being a land underneath or whatever. But the theory community has been going crazy with it. It opened my eyes up to a bunch of different things, right? So somebody brought up Shanks' crew and how they're all non-Delphi users, right? There's Noah's Ark. I thought back to a bunch of stuff. Noah's Ark exists down in Fishman Island. The Red Line itself, right? They live up top because of whatever, they're away from potential flooding. Tequila Wolf, that giant bridge that where Robin was at, they were building this giant bridge that connects all these islands, but it's so elevated up, right? Impel Down's existence, like it's huge. How did they build something like that down under the water? The Roger Pirates remnants. I brought up Crocus earlier. He lives inside of a whale, literally.
Yeah.
If it's ever flooded,
I'm good.
I'm good. Rayleigh coats ships for a living. Like,
They do this?
if we ever needed to do it, I'm good. They knew. And I don't know, because I didn't think Shanks would know, but like he seems to know. They knew the flood was coming. They knew the sinking was coming. The question rises, does this mean that the current world will sink or that there was a previous land similar like Wano that has already been sunk and the history is repeating itself? So is there this giant one piece of land down there that exists? So I thought back to Ohara. Because what Ohara was doing, if this is a continuation of what Ohara was doing and Clover was doing, they were about to say the name of the ancient kingdom, if I remember correctly. If it is supposed to represent this flooded land, I think the name of the ancient kingdom is Atlantis. Because Atlantis, in Plato's story, is this great kingdom that got cursed by earthquakes and stuff and got sunk to the bottom of the sea because of the hubris and the evil deeds and the greediness of the people that existed there. And if you're right about Vegapunk's thought process on Emu, he's not actually evil, right? Were the ancient kingdom and Joy Boy people actually the evil ones in his mind? Or is it just up for debate? Is it up for conversation? Your interpretation of who's right and wrong. I still don't think that's the case, but it would tie into the themes of the story, right? Where it's up to you to decide who was actually right. Emu and them they're clearly evil. Are they a necessary evil? But to me, I'm thinking that the ancient kingdom's name was Atlantis, and that's what Clover was gonna say before he got assassinated. And this is Vegapunk telling us this in another way that Oda's using as a cliffhanger. Like, history's repeating itself, and the land that we had before, this one piece of gigantic land, I was thinking deeper, like maybe it is the red line itself that got thrusted up in that way, because like even like there's Pangea Castle up there, right? Pangea is the scientific name for the original connection of all the lands. Like, is that just the land? Like, imagine the red line itself is just the land that everybody used to live on. Somebody terraformed it to go up, and all the islands that we see now that have created this like need for ships is just what remained. Like, wasn't able to be sucked up and moved up. I don't know if that's the case. I might be overthinking it with that, but in general, I think it's Atlantis. I think that's what the ancient kingdom was called, and I'd have to do a little bit more research on Atlantis, why it was cursed, why the things happened to it, if there's any deeper lore there. But the basics say that like they were greedy, they started acting crazy and doing evil deeds, and they were cursed, and they got sunk to the bottom of the ocean for that reason. So that's where my mind went. I know a lot of people's minds probably went there as well. Oda is a historian. He reads a lot of lores, a lot of different like ideologies and cultures. Like, he's going to incorporate a lot of that into his story. I know a lot of people probably went to Bible with Noah's Ark. Like,
that's what I didn't want to fully bring up like that, because like I don't want to contribute like the ideas I'm thinking God's evil and with the flooding and stuff like that. That's why I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, there's different reasons why
exactly
the Bible says the earth was flooded in regards of this. So I didn't bring it up either for that reason. Yeah.
But I don't have any crazy specific theory on it, but that's where my mind went. I do think that that's what the name is. Because, if Ohara or Clover was specifically going to say the name, and now we're getting flooding as a symbolism here, I think that's the name of the ancient kingdom. I think it's Atlantis. Beyond that, is Oda about to tell the greatest story of all time and use climate change as a socio-political like point? Like, is there a message there? Is there a political message to global warming and climate change in One Piece? Maybe not. I don't know.
Honestly, but now I'm thinking like, because the flooding thing what you were talking about, but then I also thought of the Adam tree. Do you think if that's true, do you think the Adam tree sinks all the way down to the other island?
If it's like the tree, remember the tree that gives light to Fishman Island?
Yeah.
It's that big where like you could flood it so much, but it's so big that it doesn't matter, right? The one that creates the bubbles.
Yeah.
Right? And then I also thought of too, like you said Atlantis, it just hit me, right? Because I don't know if it was the original Joy Boy, but one of the Joy Boys made a promise to like, all right, regarding Noah, maybe bringing them up to the sea. We don't know, but there was a promise there. But what if, like, I just made me think, trying to make the connection there, because I also thought it was like, all right, where does the ancient kingdom and Atlantis and Joy Boy reside in? How do they connect? Because it made me think, for example, we always think Joy Boy and like the Giant somehow have a link, right? Because you think about too, you guys thought of like, all right, the robot is maybe Joy Boy's Frankie, and then Zunissa's Joy Boy's Chopper, right? Or Nika's Chopper, because we're thinking they're the same person, Joy Boy and Nika, right? But you see how massive they are, right? Zunissa's bigger than any giant, and the giant robot is bigger than any giant, right? So it makes you think of how big was the original like form of Nika, because then now, to this way, if you want to separate them, the Joy Boy made the promise. It seemed like Joy Boy was a different person. He wasn't Nika himself. Because you see how massive they are? And with all that's going on, you can see like Nika was something different. Like he was a different, like an ancient god. Joy Boy, and then became a fruit. And then Joy Boy ate the fruit and then made the promise to Atlantis, the one that got sunk. I'm going to bring you guys to the surface because you guys are descendants of the ancient kingdom. Or something. I don't know. Because we all know the Ancient Kingdom, right? We all think it's like it happened during the war, but we don't know the Ancient Kingdom's timing of the war. And then also, the Void Century of the war that took place is at the end of it. We gotta figure out what happened, what led to there.
Yeah.
You know, the things that happened before the Void Century and all that stuff. So it's very interesting what Oda's playing here. Like information that when he reveals, like how's he gonna put it all together? You know, how's it gonna all make sense from the world you already built now?
Yeah, man, it's a lot. I'm intrigued. I don't know if we get a chapter next week. I think next week Larry said is Golden Week,
yeah.
so I don't know if we'll get a chapter, but I'm looking forward to what happens next. I really am. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of the Atlantis theory in the chat. I guess we can go to sponsor now, Marv, and then we'll come back and do your super chats, and then we'll take a couple calls, and then we'll close out. But this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Something what's weird that, like, again, he wasn't there though. Like, that's the only thing that gets me. Like, how does he know? But he wasn't there. Like, he at least said.
I'm gonna read a couple super chats and then we'll have Marv post the number in the chat. But we'll get the calls. First, we got $5 from Jake Nash. It says, "Been watching for months, but first time finally catching y'all live. Much love. Keep doing what you're doing." It's crazy that like this is people's first time and like Larry not here. I feel like it's kind of crazy. I feel like it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But I hope you're enjoying yourself. Another 2 from Paul Love. Longtime fan, first live episode. Let's go. Thanks, boys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another 5 from Cliff Temple. It says, "Do y'all think Skypean ancestors knew the world was sinking, so they went to the sky? The Shandorans show they were once on the blue sea."
How they show with their advanced technology and all that stuff, but how would they be able to determine that? Like, because we all know they came from the moon, I believe, right? How would they just get to?
Lunarians supposedly came from the moon because of the name, but I mean, I don't know. I wonder, are you saying that they like adapted to the nature's environment and then went up there? Because why did they have wings in the first place?
I think, wasn't it that they got ill-treated and they're like, you know what, we out here, and then they moved up?
That's like a guess. I don't know. I don't think that's ever been confirmed, right? Has it? Maybe. We got another 280 Canadian from Lakshun Pakian. It says, "L reading, LOL, love y'all." My reading? Damn. My bad. I'll do better next time, y'all. Another 5 from Edgar Larios. It says, "The world government destroying the red line will sink the world. That water needs to come from somewhere." Yeah, I mean, hey, somewhere. Another 5 from Dope of 09. It says, "Second week in a row, I'm in the gym for your episode. That One Piece book club stocks up. Non-Delphi users, the Noah and Weak Trio stocks up." Hey, man, shout out to non-Delphi users. Yeah, I think Lionel and Lawrence always said they wouldn't want to eat a Delphi fruit. So
We knew.
I'm still taking my chances.
I was just making a joke with Black Man. All that history you doing studying, you didn't know this? Because
He had a Delphi fruit that might help him.
Yo, I thought
Can
that
he
too.
absorb water?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Better start quaking it.
Hey, yo. We got another 5 from Jared Pettit. It says, my book club, favorite power system outside of One Piece. I have to say Hunter x Hunter or JJK because of creativity and everyone can have unique powers that can think of. What's your favorite power systems outside of One Piece? It's One Piece, so like it's not even close for me.
Yeah.
So it's hard to think of a second one. But I'll let y'all rock.
Like, is it with One Punch Man or just because
any power system? And then in that case, it was just people have powers randomly, right? And then the potential or limiters or whatever, I guess, is the other thing that like the other element of that.
Because I always thought My Hero was dope, but I didn't like some of the drawbacks like they had with it.
I don't know.
I do like quirks.
Yeah.
I do kind of like quirks because you're born with them. They're random. Some are like genetic or whatever. Like I kind of like the randomness of that. Like that was the draw for One Piece for me.
Yeah.
That anytime like we open a chapter or read something or meet a new character, they could have like a weird devil fruit and then incorporate it some crazy way.
Yeah.
Hockey's like a stacked on thing that's the actual power system, but like it took so long for that to be developed. It was devil fruits for so long. And then that I felt hockey was incorporated correctly by going in later. So to me, it's One Piece, not even close. Other ones are a little either too complicated or too simple. Like, what even is the power system of Dragon Ball Z? Like, it's
It's key.
I think
It's the energy inside you.
But like,
I like that.
To me, like they went so beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
What it was that it's like, yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But also it became more fit. Like it was a balance between key and physical. You get me? Like you because Dragon Ball was no really key like that. It was mostly the physical.
I'm gonna go Avatar Last Airbender.
That's a good one.
I like that everybody like it had races incorporated, like the cultures were incorporated. It had one, it was kung fu and martial arts, and 2, it's like, yo, this is what my people do, and this kind of defines what we're like as people. Like the firebenders are aggressive. The earthbenders are stoic. The waterbenders go with the flow and are passionate. Like the airbenders are clear-headed and like I like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Avatar, The Last Airbender. Plus being Avatar is dope. So
yeah. Me, honestly, mine is very basic. I like the key in. I'm gonna name a few. I like the key in Dragon Ball Z. I liked one also the DC powers like that. How you're born with it, like how Sebastian said. Like without. I don't like me. I'm greedy with it. I don't like being limited. I don't like limitations. I don't like drawbacks. I like being overpowered. So that's why I like the key Dragon Ball Z and the Avatar is a good power system thing with that. And I swear there was another one, but I don't remember. DC Aang. And I liked Hunter x Hunter's. Those power systems. That's one.
I never watched Hunter x Hunter. I thought it was cool,
same.
but I never really watched it. So
I never watched it either, so I don't know.
I can't really judge. I know, what is it, Nen?
Yeah.
I just know they be talking a lot, bro. The text box look they like I've never been like, nah, I can't. I don't feel like reading that more than I ever was when I tried to read Hunter x Hunter. So I don't know. What was the other one? Was JJK? I don't know. Y'all let us know in the chat what y'all think is the best.
I never watched JJK.
Me neither.
JJK is pretty cool. It's just convoluted as hell. It's convoluted as hell, bro, as far as the power system goes. Another 8 months from Nakama Status to Anthony Herrera. It says, bro, I just woke up and Larry not here. Crazy. Larry's enjoying his best life, y'all. We got another 5 from Hio. It says, Vegapunk, whole I can't decide who's evil reminds me of Fishman Island and Luffy saying it's up to the fisherman to decide, friend or foe. Yeah, that's a good callback. Yeah. Especially considering the end of this chapter. Yeah. Another 5 from Mama Kid. What's y'all anime antagonist Mount Rushmore? Oh man, so bad guys. For me, I'm going way back, bro. Shishio, Taguro. Oh, man, is it weird that I want to put Rocket Power on that?
What?
The Team Rocket. I'm so serious.
Who? Oh,
yeah, Team Rocket, bro, from Pokemon. I said Rocket Power,
yeah,
from Pokemon.
You're stupid.
Who else belongs on there? Frieza should be on there, Loki. It's only 4. You can only do 4 names. So y'all let me know y'all's.
I got Aizen, definitely.
Ew. All right. I can't. Aizen's the worst. He really trolled the whole world and was like, "Oh, yo, if I take my glasses off, though, like, shut up, bro. I can't. I can't, yo." You know, I just don't like Bleach, yo. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. I just don't. The Aizen's whole reveal was so terrible for me. That was the worst plot twist of all time. It was so bad.
I wasn't much of a villain guy. There's a few villains that I liked, but much of a villain. I guess I'll go
But
Kaido. Aizen Kaido.
We have to like him? Or
What's your Mount? Who's the top?
Oh, shoot.
Who's your top? Who's your Mount Rushmore, bro?
Should I say him? Because I don't know if I should. I thought of Naraka, but should he be there?
Ew!
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if I like it. I don't think I like
I'd
it.
put Orochimaru before I put Naraku. I'm so serious.
No.
Dofi, bro. Let me stop tripping.
Dofi's one of
Dofi
them.
gang.
Dofi's one of them.
I don't know, man.
Dofi was bad, yeah.
Trying to think of.
It's about to be
Yo,
eaten.
Pegasus.
It's about-
from Yu-Gi-Oh. Hell yeah! Yes. Marv, no.
Yeah.
My man hooked off when it was
That
up.
was hilarious,
He
yo.
swung Yugi, bro.
There's someone I'm missing.
There's so many people we're missing.
I'm going-
The dude's from what's
about
his
to be
face
eaten.
from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dio.
I'm sure you didn't say a match.
No, nobody knows who Amachi is, bro.
Man, there's a cool one I'm missing.
Yeah, I can't.
But I'm gonna go right now. Because definitely, he's about to make the list. We're all talking. He's about
He
to make
might.
the list.
Hey, man. Let us know y'all Mount Rushmore, bro.
I gotta think of mine.
I'm terrible.
I got 3 right now.
I said Team Rocket.
Stop.
I don't know. Again, why? You say ill to me, Naraka.
Real talk, y'all not gonna like it. Spandom.
I'm about to hook you on, man. You said Spando?
Listen, man.
Bro, he's
Y'all can like Aizen all y'all want. He's trash, bro.
Spando. He just
He's trash.
Trash at what? Like, as a villain?
Yes.
Sebastian really hated him because the reason why I like him, Sebastian hates him, is because he was too fake.
So trash, bro. So trash, bro. This guy that we never even really knew at all is oh my, he passed, and the whole community is shaken up by, oh, little did y'all know he was actually the big bad in trouble. Bleach is terrible. Yo,
the build up,
it's
and like it was.
I never said the writing was good.
terrible, bro.
I never
Get him out of here.
said the writing.
Marv, post that number, bro. I ain't trying to talk about Aizen no more, bro.
I never said the
And
writing.
as soon as I saw the question, I knew y'all was gonna bring him up, man.
I'm trying to think of my villains now.
He should what?
Frieza. I'm sure you guys didn't put Frieza up there.
I said Frieza.
You didn't say Frieza.
Yeah, I
Let's
said
forget Frieza.
Frieza the most worldly name we said.
That man is an idiot.
He clipped Krillin, bro. He made Super Saiyan. He created all this. We wouldn't be here right now if Frieza didn't clip Krillin.
I never liked Frieza. No, I can't.
Oh, hello, this is that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you? I forgot I'm supposed to do that. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man?
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm good, bro.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Good to hear. Yo, I got some beef with Seb.
Talk to me, bro. Please don't mention Aizen again, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, no, it's like last week. I was like 2 weeks ago, bro. Why you have to disrespect my GOAT, Randy Orton?
Yo, you was talking top like 5 all-time wrestlers, bro.
That was just my personal.
Oh, yeah, listen. All time? There's too many
Well,
great
like-
wrestlers for that.
Great idea. Like I should probably said like Kurt Angle. Like probably like that was like one of my top 5.
Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
Wow.
And if else like I'm gonna go on Discord, it's just everyone's just me clowning.
Yo, Kurt Angle, bro.
That dude was a clown. Man. I'm sorry.
Oh man, his special was twisted somebody's hair.
seriously,
You
bro.
serious right now, bro? Kurt Angle? How old are you? There's
Yeah,
no
but-
like, cause Kurt Angle was never cool.
Yeah,
he was there.
Oh,
They used
no,
to clown him all the time.
I'm saying as a wrestler, he was damn good.
Okay, bro.
He was like
Okay,
a
yeah, like-
traditional wrestler from like high school. Wrestling with these-
He was in the Olympics. I don't care, bro. Are you gonna knock somebody's head open with a chair or not? What's your question, bro? What's your question?
Yeah. Okay, so
Your ankle.
we were discussing a bit on the Discord. It's like we were discussing like the best like finishers in wrestling.
The best what?
It's like finishers, you know, like fine, like like stunners, like.
Oh,
like
Sweet
that
Chin
kind of-
Music. Sweet Chin Music, my favorite. I don't think
Fragment, yeah.
Sweet Chin Music. I don't know what y'all got, but to me, it's a Sweet Chin
The
Music.
only things I remember people used to do to each other, which is crazy. The stunner was wild in high school.
Yeah.
People used to grab random people and just stunning them in the middle of the hallway.
You're forgetting the first part of the stunner, bro. You gotta kick him in the nuts first.
No, but people would just grab people. But I remember those two things: the Suicide music, the stunner, and the rock bottom. People did that all the time. Those are the top three.
I will say, I know I was talking crap about Randy Orton. RKO go crazy. It did.
Yeah.
The RKO's out of nowhere. I used to love
It's
that.
a running stunner.
Yeah,
That's
it was fire. It was fire. Was that's your question? Is that?
Oh, what? Oh, I thought. Oh, was that it? I thought someone else was about to go.
Oh. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for me, I had to go with the pile driver.
The pile driver.
Yeah, like
Whose move was
Undertaker.
this? I'm
Just
trying
like,
to... Oh, the choke. The. Am I tripping? Am I misremembering
I'm
this?
thinking like Sanji from Street Fighter. Right
What?
yeah.
Oh, the
How's
jumps
that
and
all?
he
now. Yeah,
spins.
so and it's like no, it's just no suplex is this way. Isn't the power driver when you?
I'm trying to remember what the pile driver is, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, when
like
you
Undertaker.
it's like you land them on their head, yeah.
Yeah.
It was dope to do like in the wrestling like games
Yeah.
for me. Like I used to I would body people.
I just like the moves that took forever to do.
Yeah.
It's like this. It revealed to me how like obviously this is staged. You're gonna sit there and watch this person perform
Grab you, flip you over.
and then you doing
He
nothing.
used to be like
I used to
Yeah,
hate
he's
that.
at both sides.
And,
Just
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate that. I was like, come on, man.
Bro, someone on the chat said the stank face was like what Rikishi did.
I used to hate that, bro.
I thought it was so dirty.
It was funny, but I used to hate that, bro.
I don't know.
Again,
Also-
why would you let somebody
Yeah.
just...
Why is that your move?
Hey,
That and the slaps in the chest. I used to hate that. I used to
Yeah.
hate that. I used to be like, yo, who fights like that?
Yeah.
Who fights
Hey,
like that?
hey, you just get slapped in the chest. So there's only two more there's like Triple H's move that was called the pedigree.
I did like the
was like-
pedigree. You would like do the little thing with the arms and then
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
just slam on the person.
Mhm.
And the last one, I gotta go sweet chin music, bro.
Yeah,
That
bro,
always
that's
looks vicious.
Listen, when he kicked that one random guy who wasn't even a wrestler, he was just like one of the faculty.
Because he was upset, he just went.
He's like, "What's your name?"
Bro, like,
Stan.
what's your name, Stan?
Stan. He just kicked Stan.
I just kicked
like-
Stan.
Bro, that's like the only place where you can where you just walk by and someone just freaking power bombs.
Oh man.
You just by, just someone just super kicks you for no reason.
Oh, the spear was good.
Yes.
It was the gore and the spear were crazy.
Just know there's one manga that me and the twins both all read that people incorporated some of these moves into their own finishers in a manga. And it's amazing. My favorite character's name is Zeton. He used the sweet chin music on several people. It was the greatest thing I ever seen. So read Crows and Worst, y'all. Flying knees and sweet chin music.
Oh yeah, there's one left. It was like the Swanton bomb blade, when Jeff Hardy goes up the turnbuckle,
Yeah.
and he just back. Bro, everyone used to do that shit. Oh, my bad.
Language. Marv just did it. But all right, Andrew, it was good hearing from you, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Y'all have a good day. Emu gang all day.
All day.
Every day. To this day.
To this day.
Yeah, y'all have a good day.
You too, man. See you later.
Do you think you could survive any of those moves right now?
But who?
Like if Undertaker just put you in a pile driver, just you think you could?
I'm not letting Undertaker power drive, right?
Hello, this is that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, it's Steve. I'm doing great. Love to watch you guys. I got a ton of One Piece theories that I've been trying to get to you guys, but I could never get through. One of them is that the stones, the Poneglyphs, it's the exact technique used to make them is the same thing. They're the exact same thing as black blades. And I thought about it because how else can you inscribe a message on a stone, but they're indestructible? And I think the only method to create one is to completely flow your life force in it to the point that you die. That's why they have the voice. They retain the original will of the user who made it.
So you think
both for black blades,
you have to put your life force into to make black blades, and that the people who created the original Poneglyphs, they're indestructible because they put their own life energy into them, or souls into them.
Yes, and it kind of goes in tune with what Whitebeard said about, you know, people's wills never being extinguished. Like a soul is something that could never die.
Mm-hmm.
I also carried a theory for a while about kind of like one of the books from the Bible, the Apocrypha, that like it never made it into the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But it had this story about these 20 watchers, which were angels assigned by God to just kind of watch and report on the daily activities of the people of the earth. And there were 20 of them, and they all had 10 followers, which kind of reminds me of the celestial dragons and the roughly 200 nations that make up the world government. And these watchers, the angels, there's no mention of in the Bible that there are any female angels. But in the story in the book of Enoch, from the Apocrypha, they got enticed by the women, and they made a pact to have children of their own with these women. And that's what created the Nephilim in the Bible. That, like in the book of Genesis, they kind of briefly go over it,
Mm-hmm.
but not as deeply as they do in the Bible. And I'm thinking all of these special races in One Piece, the Oni,
Mm-hmm.
the long legs, like the giants, all of these are like the descendants of these Nephilim.
Mm-hmm.
And because like God got angry with these angels, he decided to send the flood and wipe out and just start everything from scratch. And I think that the Lunarians are either the original Watchers themselves or the descendants of the Watchers. And all the special races in One Piece they're like cursed offspring. And that's why like the giants and all these different races, the Buccaneers, they're just like people who kind of have those genetics, and they're just getting weaker and weaker across the generations. Like even Luffy, when you look at his dad's height, he's like twice as tall as him, and then like his dad's twice as tall as him. So I just think like the bloodlines are getting diluted.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm relatively familiar with the Nephilim, and I've always thought that the Lunarians were a loose correlation to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the twins probably have a better grasp on that than I do.
Yeah, I think like maybe somehow they were able to like pass on their will. I never really like read into the book again. Like it's been many years since I read the book of Enoch. But I was like thinking maybe the devil fruits are somehow connected to the Nephilim, like the creatures or that sort of thing. But yeah, that was just my basic kind of theory, was that like maybe Oda was somehow inspired by the book of Enoch when he created his origin story for One Piece. And like that was the main thing that I felt certain about, was that like the method for the black blades and poneglyphs are just basically the same thing.
Okay. I mean, two cool theories. They're very different, but I like them.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all right.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, appreciate the call. Definitely call again, Steve.
No problem. See ya.
I hate you hard. Hello, this is that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you? Ooh.
What up, Seb? This is ksg2.
Hey, what's going on, man?
It's doing good, I don't have a theory like the other guy. You know, I just like causing chaos. And why are you hating on Perona? What'd she do to you?
Yo, so I don't hate Perona, right? She just annoyed me profusely because I don't want to say she's like a filler character or anything like that. It was one of those times where the stick didn't like grasp me beyond like the first couple laps, right? So when she first made Zoro and them like feel depressed, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, yo, that's great, right? I didn't want it to be like okay, now somebody has to actually defeat her and they can't. I was like, that's annoying. Her laugh annoyed me. I was creeped out at her relationship with the deceased bear thing going on. And she reminded me of one of our friends at the time's girlfriends. And she was pretty annoying. So, like, it was just a lot of, like, doubling down. I'm like, oh, man, this is really who's, like, in this show right now. She grew on me. I think I like Perona better now than I did back then. But it's never been a huge, like, oh, Perona. Like, I know people love her. I'm like, yeah.
Really?
Like, she...
Love her? That's great.
People love Perona, bro. She's okay to me. I'm good.
All right. And then, as an actual question, for a character that has maybe a few chapters or a few episodes, but like not really there, who would you want to see come back in the story for some reason, even if it doesn't make a reason to come back?
I feel like the biggest answer is Anel, but
Yeah. And Geen.
oh, Geen, yes.
He's always one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Geen.
I mean,
and
it
Al.
just wouldn't make sense anymore. We're so far past that. Like, it just wouldn't even make sense.
Even if it doesn't make sense,
yeah,
it's just a character you liked and wish to see come back.
Trying to think.
You talking about pre-time skip, right?
No,
It doesn't matter.
pre-time skip, post-time skip, just the character that was there for the island or any of that. Just a character that you really resonated with and liked, but once they left the island, they stopped showing up.
I'm seeing Doflamingos in the chat. I'm seeing Paulie from Water 7 in the chat. I'm trying to think. Dofi's probably the actual answer for me. I'm gonna go Virgo. I'm gonna go Virgo. I've always liked Virgo. I've always liked Virgo. I always thought that we should get a cover story with Virgo piecing himself back together and trying to spin the block to free Doflamingo. So I'm gonna hold out on hope that we get that, and I'm gonna go Virgo.
Virgo's a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
If he's not passed.
Not too strong. Not gonna make a crazy impact, but he could make a crazy impact in like I created something. Like I helped with the escape when we fell down part 2. Yeah. Like I could see that. Like that's not like. It's not beyond the pale. It doesn't not like it's not too much. It's not too ridiculous to me. Although I'm pretty sure Virgo just gone. Like he probably gone, bro.
Yeah, he kind of got messed up there.
He's done.
Who's the character for you?
Pavona.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That's the question. That's why he asked this question.
Okay.
All right. Pavona's number 1. Buggy sucks, and
wow.
Buggy gang down. Have a great one.
Really?
Have a good one, man. I'll tell you this right now. Everybody I know who likes Perona also loves Buggy because they love the gag characters. Yeah. That's the first ever Perona's great, Buggy sucks.
Yeah, I was shocked. Honestly, I was just shocked.
Hello, who are you? And this is that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you?
Fellas, how's it going? It's Coach.
Coach, what's up, bro?
Yeah, been busy. You know, got the weight room 7-on-7s. Haven't been able to call in a while.
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I had some things I wanted to discuss tonight, but first, my hard drive got wiped by that Kurt Angle take. I mean, I'm not as educated on One Piece as you guys, but that is the worst take in the history of the show.
Wait, mine or his?
His.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Greatest wrestler. His thing was people used to chant at him, "You suck."
I've never met a Kurt Angle fan in my life, bro. He was twisting people's ankles as a what?
Respect to the gold medal and everything, but when it comes to wrestling entertainment, that is insane.
Yeah. The most entertained I've ever been by Kurt Angle is the meme that dropped this year with him like that. That's the most entertained I've ever been by Kurt Angle. Perk Angle, whatever they call them, bro. That's it.
But I did respect your guys' take on the Sanji kick because I got in an argument post-bar at about 2 a.m. on the Discord with this guy like last weekend about Sanji. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, no. And then I flipped my phone, and the next panel was him getting chomped, and I started dying laughing to myself. But I don't know if you guys covered it because for the first time, my girlfriend's actually in the room watching me watch you guys, and I had to explain to her the magnitude of what's going on right now in the story. She didn't get it. But did you guys notice, like, everyone's talking about this kick. I'm pretty sure Chopper got stabbed.
Yeah, I brought it up. Is he poisoned? Like, is he going to be good?
That's what I'm saying, because that's the doctor, people. So, like, what are y'all going to do?
I don't think, I mean, it could become a thing that's like they got to protect Chopper. They got to, like, revive Chopper or whatever. I don't know that Oda will make it a thing. I don't see the liquid on the fangs or whatever that I think existed when he tried to punch Luffy earlier. So I'm going to say Chopper's good. But if he's not, I like this. Raise the stakes. I'm all for raising the stakes. Poison Chopper if you need to. Raise them stakes.
I'm actually fine with that too, but I also thought of, like, because that's just fur, right? Because if it's not actually his body, he could probably just shed.
Well, I'm not expert on reindeer, but I'm pretty sure fur is a part of your body.
And no, like, for instance, like, you know how you have too much hair, like on the hair on the dog is like it's connected, but you often just like shed it and it's not connected.
He's trying to say, like,
is that the main body?
If you stab a dog, it goes through the hair.
I think guard point is just strong enough to take it, but
no, I think what Lionel's trying to say is, like, you know how, for example, like the Chopper's body itself didn't get like circular. Just the fur did, is what I think what Lionel's trying to say.
Yeah,
but,
like, pretty much like sheep.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I think guard point is designed to, like, not be penetrated easily. But poison is not necessarily. I'm thinking if he just touches you, it's gonna affect you, right? But I think he also had to activate it. I don't think everything he was doing was poison in the beginning. I think that was special because he got annoyed. Saturn. So I think he kind of has to activate his poison. So I didn't see any poison activated there. But he's the only one that actually took a blow out of them three. He used to block. Like, everyone else is blocking, or like he like took it with his body.
Yo, Coach, before I let you go, who's your favorite wrestler then?
I mean, I'd have to do like a Mount Rushmore. Shawn Michaels is up there. Stone Cold and The Rock are tied. I grew up with John Cena, so John Cena's got to be there for me just because he carried the company for so long. It'd probably be like those guys just because of my age.
I'd have the same list as you. I'd probably replace John Cena with Triple H just because we want to say carried. That dude's done everything in wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, post-wrestling, yes, but yeah. The one last thing I will say, too, is have you guys ever seen Kangaroo Jack?
The movie?
It's been a while, but
It's a long time ago, man. Jesus. That's a long
Robin's
time.
got to wake up, dude. I just saw the Kangaroo Jack when he's like, Waffles, he's frozen with fear. Like, you're on Broncos too. Listening to these guys talk.
Listen, lay off Robin, man. She got trauma.
Hey, trust me.
PTSD, man.
I don't want my girlfriend to hear this, but I love Robin. But, I mean, you got to step it up. But anyway, I want to make time for someone else's call. So great to hear from you fellas. Have a great night. Van Augergain, Batch Crew, peace.
Later, Coach. Oh, man. W call for Coach. We could probably get one more call in, Marv, but I'll probably try to cut it short. If anyone's on the line. No? All right. What? It's a good episode, man. No Larry. Oh, we got one? Okay. Hello, this is that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you? Well, never mind.
What? It was lame.
It was probably lame. Long distance calling, man. It's all right. I mean, we only got a couple minutes left, so we'll probably have to cut the call.
Especially had no more supersets. I mean, we called all the way up, which is good, but.
But yeah, it was a good chapter. What would y'all rate the chapter? We haven't done a chapter rating in a while.
Yeah, we kind of stopped doing that.
We didn't do chapter reading like last.
We did the episode rating.
We did
Episode. I'd give it like a 7.
7?
I was thinking 6, 7.
Damn, y'all low with it.
Yeah.
I was going 8.5. That we sinking was wild, dude. This is like major plot development.
Yeah,
I did like the interactions of the 𝗲𝗏. I like that. I liked some of the action panels that we got. I like the cerebralness of like them even looking and talking to Vegapunk or talking about Vegapunk. I thought that was dope. Vegapunk was just chatting too much. That was my only thing. Like, he was saying nothing for a long time. Just a lot of words.
He was saying some deep stuff, but like
he was like trying to be deep. Like, shut up and just say what you got to say, bro. You feel me? Like, sometimes you just yapping, and I know I be yapping, but like, I don't know. I felt like Vegapunk was yapping today.
It's the reason I rated it 6 because I feel like the next chapter when it comes out is gonna be better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kind of feel like it was setting up. A lot was happening, yes, but I feel like it was setting up for the next chapter. Like I said, you can make your theories about it sinking, but because also too, it's been 800 years. You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't overtaken much. It's risen with like maybe a meter now that we know of.
I mean, we don't know what it was before, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
And that's if like the island's on the bottom, like so. Like, if that's what the Landis thing's true, then...
No, because I'm just talking about, like, what we know of, right? Because we do know Fishman Island was there 800 years ago, because the promise. And we do know the Lunarians were on then 800 years ago. And also, too, all the Gorosei members, right? Their kingdoms were there 800 years ago. And they weren't overtaken by water. So it's been 800 years. And now, only because new developments made it rise 1 meter. Right? We don't know how much it was rising normally. So I'm also thinking about that, and I'm like...
No, true, but that's why I was brought up the whole, like, NL's lobby and Mother Flame. Like, those two things exist in One Piece. Like, they're... And right after the Mother Flame happened, that's when it started rising.
Yeah.
So that you have to act... Going by what they're applying, you kind of actively have to rise up the ocean. Like, you have to do something. But also maybe a question. Now, what's up with the knock-up stream? Like,
they was trying to escape.
I don't know. Unless they cause it, like they're the reasons causing the knock-up stream. Like, unless they're trying to go to the moon too.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what like all the theories where I rated it low. I need more, like an explanation why. If you get more stuff like the Atlantis stuff, or then it's like, all right, I'm gonna rate it higher. But ultimately, you kind of fed stuff to set up. It's basically if I could rate, like the first Captain America movie. You know what I'm saying? You kind of. It was a lot of stuff was happening, but you're setting up for the other stuff that we want to see. You're name dropping, you're seeing this, and that, but the real meat of it is going to be later.
We did get another super chat from JT Wokes. It says $2 says calls and super chats down without Larry's hot takes LLC. I mean, maybe.
I'm surprised I don't get any more callers.
I know people do want to chat to Larry. You know what I mean? We try to do our best without our guy here. But Larry's enjoying himself, man. He need a vacation, he need a day off too. We got him. But I don't know. I just know Vegapunk was yapping, bro.
Yeah.
Chatting about nothing. Philosophical ramblings, bro. Just tell me what you need to tell me.
It's just funny because they try to make it.
Can you imagine you're one of the people in the One Piece universe? This dude you've never heard of, like you've heard of him, but you never knew nothing about him. He just talking about all this good, evil. I'm about to yo, Joe. Just tell me what you want to tell me, bro.
They kind of said like about time.
I was eating cereal, bro. Like I'm doing something.
But I was about the sins. You think one of the sins he's talking about is not telling them sooner, right?
It's gotta be.
And what do you think is the other one?
His knowledge of like what this was impacting the entire world.
Yeah.
And he basically is just like, yo, I'm shook, so I ain't telling y'all.
You only said 2 cents? Because he has more. That's crazy.
Like, I have a list.
Like,
yo, to limit your sins to 2 is insane, bro.
Like, if Kuma's not up there, I'm sorry.
But do you also? I also thought of Ohara. Like,
that's not on him. That's not on him.
That's his boy, though.
That's not on him. He's doing his best.
You low key agreeing with the world government.
He did slide with the ops for the money. Yeah. That's crazy. Imagine your man's got murked and you like, well, they paying me, so my fault.
You get it, right?
That's crazy.
You get it, right? It's for the Benjamins.
We did get another 2 from Off Brand. It says, Nami going to get Conkers. She's a queen for real with a crown. Maybe. I don't see it.
I don't see it at all.
But
not even a little bit.
You could wish it, but it's not gonna happen.
I thought of the Disney Channel, the Disney World, like when you was upon a star. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have any more comments. We trying to wait until the show ends here. We got another 2 minutes. Marv, you got anything you want to say to the people? Where you at in One Piece, bro? Yo, Marv, you terrible, man. Lionel gave you his Crunchyroll, bro. Terrible. Marv has made no progress, y'all. No progress. Oh, man. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. Like the stream. If you haven't already, it does help with the YouTube algorithm.
You think one of these giants is about to pass by Venus Row?
Somebody got to go.
They yoking him up like that?
Somebody got to go.
Imagine he just cuts through all three of them.
Sanji, too?
I wasn't saying Sanji, though.
Mm-hmm. But all right. We're going to close up, guys. This was a fun show. Again, Larry will be back next week. I will be gone. I will be on vacation myself. Dang, we got another 2 super chats. $5 from Mama Kid. It says, good stream, fire, def like the Atlantis theory. Interested to see where Oda takes it. Thank you, Mama Kid. Another 5 from 𝗀𝗲𝗪. It was me who called and hung up by mistake. Give me another chance. It's too late, bro. It's too. Why you ain't call?
Okay,
yeah, you have a whole 5 minutes to call. Shout out to Don Krieg. I feel like Don Krieg should be a new hashtag, bro. Shout out to Don Krieg. I saw that in the chat. But yeah, we gotta close, guys. But that's it from us. My name is Seb.
Lawrence.
Lionel. And this is that One Piece Talk.
Jada.